interpreters introduce themselves and place their names on the record and
Your Honor, if I just might be heard for a minute.
Sure.
I went to see an ophthalmologist, and I have a little problem. I'm going to have cataract surgery. So I'm having a little problem with my sight, so it might take me a little bit to read some of my papers in front of me. Just wanted to let the court know.
No, I appreciate that. Why don't we enter appearances first and then put your appearance on the record.
Robert D. ARENSTEIN for the petitioner Emmerich Gerval.
All right, very well.
ULLRICH of Weinberger and Morgan Stanley Law Group on behalf of the respondent, Mayor Gonzalez, present to my left.
All right, very good.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Patricia E. Law Firm, Paris Avenue, Greece, serving on appointment in the Court District of Law Firm.
Very well. Thank you, Madam. And I would note the interpreter is with you, Mr. ARENSTEIN. And you will be interpreting French. Very good. And we will have all the interpreters sworn in.
Marcella Francine.
And you are serving as a Spanish.
Yes.
And the record to reflect that she has accompanied Octavia and draw directions over to the accurate.
Yes.
Very well. All right, so the interpreter will be kind enough to raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm that the interpretation you will do in this matter will be true and accurate to the best of your ability?
Yes, sir.
Great. And I should also note that Mr. Gerval is present by way of Skype or some other type of electronic medium. And he is present, and you have spoken with him, is that correct, Ms. Arendstein, regarding his, obviously he can be present here, but he is in another country, so why don't you just address him and please that one? I'm sorry? Why don't you address the fact that Mr. Gerval is here by way of Skype, and so that the record accurately reflects that he is present, but he is not in the court?
Yes.
Could you do that? Could you put that on the record as his attorney?
Mr. Gerval, you're here in France, and you're ready to fight today. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, I'm here in France.
I'm here in France.
You need to speak in French.
Je suis ici en France, oui.
Yes, I am. Hey, I can see this is going to go really smooth. All right. Nick is here from MIS. Nick, how can you serve us? No, he's loud enough. You need him louder. He's fine. I'll just ask Mr. Gerval to make sure you keep your voice up so that everyone can hear you, okay?
Ok. Oui, je vais essayer de parler fort.
All right, so let's do this. Everybody got a seat for a second. This should not take all day, so we're not going to have before. I'll just say that. Okay. So why don't we start? This is your application, Mr. Gerval. Mr. Gerval's application, Mr. ARENSTEIN is counsel, and I would say there's another gentleman at the council table, and you are. You've been here before, right, Mr. Mann? Okay, all right, so you are an attorney, but you're not counsel of record in this case? Yes, sir. Okay, so for that reason, that is why you're sitting there. All right, Mr. ARENSTEIN, you can proceed.
I believe there's a motion made by the guardian at this point that's probably in order before we put on our case, and I think it's her burden to prove whether her motion is going to be sustained or approved.
No, I have the motion, I read the motion, and as a result of reading the motion in your opposition thereto, I made a decision to conduct an evidentiary hearing. I'm not going to hear all argument on it. We're going to proceed with the hearing. That is why we're here.
Okay.
That is my purpose.
Okay, Your Honor. And I'll start with the witness.
Okay.
my hand, he just stopped, let me translate, and then.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Gurmal?
Vous avez,
Ouais, vous voulez des réponses courtes pour que vous puissiez traduire plus facilement.
quand vous allez me répondre, il faut que vous me donnez des réponses pas trop longues, autrement je ne peux pas traduire mot par mot. Alors, quand vous voulez que je vais lever ma main, il faut que vous arrêtez de parler et je vais traduire après pour continuer à parler.
D'accord.
Ça va? Okay.
Your Honor,
All right.
at this point, I am just a little confused because it seems like only certain things are being translated to Mr. Duval and the entirety of the proceedings, and I don't want there to be any issues on appeal. So if I can just get some clarification from Mr. ARENSTEIN of the purpose of the interpreter here today.
Representative, he seems to understand English and speaks some English. I'm not sure to what extent we have a French interpreter. Does he need a French interpreter for the entire proceeding?
Your Honor, I've had trouble communicating with him in English, and that is why I have an interpreter here. He's entitled to have an interpreter. The fact is he does not speak English fluently, and when I listen to him, I can't communicate with him totally, either can my associate totally, because he doesn't totally have a full understanding of the English language.
Okay. Right, so to the extent there's an issue beyond that, Ms. Holbrook, let me know, but that is what we're going to do.
I have absolutely no issue with the interpreter. I would just ask that she interpret the entirety of the proceeding so that there's no question later as to some specific line that was not interpreted for Mr. Duval.
I have no objection to that, Your Honor.
Okay, great. All right, let's go. So we need to have him sworn. Okay.
Swear him in, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said. All right, so I'll do it. All right, Mr. Gurmal, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it? So help you God.
Oui, je le jure.
Very well. You can proceed.
Okay. Mr. Duval, please state your name for the record.
Émeric Gerval.
Do you know the respondent in this case?
Oui, c'est la mère de Cécilia, ma fille. Oui, c'est la mère de Cécilia, ma fille. Yes, it's the mother of Cecilia, my daughter.
How do you know her?
Je l'ai rencontrée quand j'étais en stage de fin d'études à Siemens à Princeton. The internship of the end of my course.
When did you first meet Ms. Gonzalez?
J'ai rencontré pour la première fois Nurka Gonzalez en avril 2012.
And where were you living when you met her for the first time?
J'habitais à Princeton. En 2012.
What year? What year did you meet her? And did you and Ms. Gonzalez develop a relationship after you first met her?
Oui, on est resté ensemble même après que je revienne des États-Unis. Elle venait me rendre visite quand on était en vacances.
Mrs. Gonzalez ever get married?
Est-ce que vous n'avez jamais marié?
On a une union civile.
And when did the civil union occur and where?
Quand vous êtes arrivé à l'union civile?
On a signé l'union civile le 31 décembre 2014.
December 31st, 2014.
And where?
Une Quimper, en France. Un Quimper en France.
And were you and Miss Gonzalez residing together at that time?
Est-ce que vous et madame Gonzalez étiez ensemble à ce temps?
Oui, nous vivions ensemble à Quimper, en France.
Yes, we were living together in France.
And when did you and Miss Gonzalez begin living together?
Et quand vous avez commencé à vivre ensemble?
En décembre 2014.
2014.
Did there come a time when you and Miss Gonzalez had a child together?
Est-ce que vous arrivez en tant que madame Gonzalez, vous avez eu un enfant?
J'ai pas compris la question.
When?
Est-ce que c'est arrivé un temps que vous et madame Gonzalez, vous avez eu ensemble un petit enfant? Vous avez eu un petit enfant?
Can you say in English? In French is not understandable.
Time. You and Mrs. Gonzalez had a little baby.
When was the child born?
Nurka became pregnant in Strasbourg when she was visiting me for the holidays. Nurka est tombée enceinte à Strasbourg quand elle venait me rendre visite pendant ses vacances. No, she.
And when was
The translator is not. Come on.
Quelle est la date de naissance de l'enfant?
26 mars 2015.
March 26,
Uh,
2015.
yes, 26th of March 2016.
Both sides had submitted exhibits of birth certificates. We both submitted the same certificates, and I asked that the court admit both the birth certificates as evidence in this case.
Haven't
Je
we,
vais demander à la Cour maintenant de montrer les mêmes documents, les mêmes certificats. Pour les demander à la Cour.
Do you have a copy of anything to show the birth of the child?
Est-ce que vous avez une copie de documents de certificat de naissance?
Oui, bien sûr, je l'ai transmis dans à Robert le certificat de naissance. Ma fille est née à Quimper, oui.
For interpret it's really difficult because I have my right and the voice on my left, plus the man, and I am.
Amanda, no, I see you. Okay, so here is stipulation when the child was born. Like, where are we going? And nobody disputes the child, the date the child was born. So my question to you, Mr. Arenstein, is how long do you anticipate your question will take?
I don't have very much. I have about 15, 20 minutes of questions, and that's about it.
Oh, because we're moving at the speed of.
Okay.
Okay, I'm proceeding.
Le juge a demandé combien de temps et votre avocat va continuer avec les questions. Il a dit que ça peut faire
Oui, j'aimerais bien aussi pouvoir m'exprimer moi aussi à la fin. Enfin. I would like to be able also to express myself at the end. Je veux être en mesure de m'exprimer à la fin aussi. No, that's not what I said. Anyway.
So, where was the child? Where was the child?
L'enfant, ma fille est née le 26 mars 2015 à Quimper.
Is the child a French citizen?
Yes, my daughter is French citizen. I got a certificate from the French court saying and stating that Nurka and me were living in Quimper in France. It's in the exhibits.
You need to speak in French.
Yeah, but the translator is not translating well, so I'm speaking English because I have problem with the translator.
He has problems with the translator, so he's speaking in English. So, what do you want to do with parents? Because we're not going to be here all day doing this.
Are
Are
you
we doing English or we're doing French? We're not doing both.
You make the choice, Mr.
I would prefer French, but each time I'm hearing what the translator is translating from what I said in French is not good, I'm sorry.
Relax, just let me get this straight, okay? Just let me find out what he's doing and what they're going to do. So what are we doing? You want a minute to talk to him? I'll go off the bench. I'm speaking English. Are you having trouble understanding me?
I'm having trouble hearing you.
All right, so I'm speaking English. You're looking at
I
me.
hear you loud and clear.
So don't ask her what I said. Ask me what I said, okay? All right, so do you want a minute to speak with your client?
Yes, I do.
Great, I'll go off the bench. You want to put something on record, Elric?
Your Honor, I'm just not comfortable at this point. He's expressed that he's uncomfortable with the interpreter that's here, that it's not working out for him. She's not interpreting properly. I'm not sure how we can proceed at this point without issues for appeal.
Okay. I'll go off the bench. You can deal with that, and then I come back and we'll address what we need to do. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
What is going on, please?
I'm wondering the same question. Your lawyer's going to talk to you.
Mr. Giovanni. Okay, thank you. Do you have something I can hear the judge better?
I can make the...
Yeah, I'll take one of those, yeah. Mr. Giovanni,
Yes?
you have to decide what you're going to do. You can't, the
Yeah.
judge is not going to stand.
Hold on.
Not happy, if you're not happy with the interpreter, then if you want to speak English, then we're going to have to say it all in English. Or you're going to have to say it all in French. You have the choice.
Well, I
You have
cannot
the
mix.
interpreter here. What?
Why I cannot mix? If I have problem to say something in English, why she cannot help me?
You can't do that. You have to go one way or the other. It
Yeah,
doesn't work that way.
so
You're in a court. You either talk English or you talk French. Now you're French. You've got a French interpreter here. She can interpret for you in French. And then she tells the judge what you say.
yeah,
If
but
you're not happy with that,
I'm sorry,
you have
but
to do it in English.
for the first sentence, it was very bad, the translation. Maybe I was speaking too much fast, I don't know, it was too much fast for her, but I don't know, but the first sentence were not good.
So if you talk slow, then she can translate.
I
If
hope.
you can't talk English, you can talk in French.
Well, I would prefer talking in French because I'm French, and you know that sometimes I have problem to express, to find my words in English.
I understand that, but you're in a court of law, and you either have to, they're objecting, so you either have to talk French.
Yeah, I know, understood, Robert. Last time the translator you called were speaking French very good. She would understand me without any problem. But right now I'm not sure. Because he's not the same person.
You're not sure. Why don't you try talking to the interpreter in French and see if she can understand you. And if you're not happy, I don't know what to tell you. If you want me to get another interpreter, that's going to take time. That's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, I know.
Alors, le problème, c'est que vous parlez trop vite et il y a des rumeurs métalliques aussi, c'est difficile à comprendre à travers ce système de Skype. Si vous parlez trop vite, je ne peux pas comprendre tous les mots. Mais vous devez parler un petit peu slow, comme si vous parlez à un enfant. Pour moi, de recevoir ce que vous dites. Si on était au téléphone, c'était différent. Mais ici, avec ce système, votre voix n'arrive pas très clair. Et même quand vous parlez en anglais, le juge ne pouvait pas vous comprendre. Alors, il faut que vous ralentissez ce que vous dites. Et comme ça, je peux comprendre complet et répondre et traduire.
Je veux bien faire un essai d'aller plus lentement, mais moi, je parle la manière, je ne parle pas très vite non plus, enfin.
Il faut que vous parlez pas très vite et vous devez comprendre qu'il y a le système qui va me donner des rumeurs métalliques, que difficulté à vous comprendre. Maintenant que nous sommes, je suis à 2 mètres de l'appareil, je veux vous comprendre très bien. Peut-être que je dois m'asseoir ici et vous parler lentement et on peut se comprendre.
C'est
Vous
peut-être
me comprenez maintenant?
Oui, je vous comprends, mais je sais pas si vous arriverez à traduire bien tout ce que je dis, enfin.
Ouais. Si vous parlez comme maintenant, j'ai pas de problème. Si vous parlez trop vite et je suis à 50 mètres de vous, je ne peux pas vous comprendre.
Bah, il faut peut-être demander des écouteurs, hein.
On va demander au juge si je peux m'asseoir ici.
D'accord.
Je vais demander.
I think that you should sit over here
That's what I was talking
and
to
you
them.
talk, right, you
Yeah,
talk into
because
the mic.
now we were talking with no problem.
Right,
But
it's
over
the
there,
distraction of them talking. So you just
that's
need to
the major
listen to the
distraction.
question, listen to the answer, and I'm only gonna take down what you say. I do not,
Right.
I don't think what he says,
understand.
even if he speaks in English, I'm not even listening for that, I'm only looking for the answers.
Don't get me wrong.
So I think
Sometimes
sitting
even
here.
federal court, the interpreter would like a backup. When he could,
Right.
when the other could not understand or
Yes.
speak, the interpreter comes up.
Right,
But even when he was speaking English, the judge could not understand
Right.
because it was going too fast.
and I wasn't listening for him to go English, so that's not making it on the record.
I know.
So I'm only gonna be listening
But
to you.
as I was talking to
Yeah,
him, I think,
you're fine.
I think
Yeah.
I better sitting next to
Yes.
the screen so that he can
Right,
catch. I can catch what he says and he can catch what
Yes,
he says.
I think so.
Otherwise, over there and with
Right.
the other two talking.
I know, it's impossible.
Yeah.
All right, I'll set you up over here.
Yeah, the closest possible.
Yeah, there's going to be this microphone
How
right here.
about if I sit facing him?
Well, you're going to sit here and I'm going to swivel this so he can see everybody in the courtroom.
Okay, if I can sit this way, face to face, closest to the screen possible, because at that point there is also less.
Yeah, no
stuff.
problem.
He speaks it.
What?
I'm trying to find my question. Over here. Over there.
Oh, where? Oh, okay.
So you can say that here, yeah, because at this level, you couldn't understand.
This is interpreter. Interpreter. You have this guy over here.
I know that, I know that. You have, yeah, that's that. We were talking about problem. Okay. So are you ready, Mr. Martin?
I am ready if my client is ready. Are you going to be talking in French now,
Yes.
Emmerich?
Oui.
Alors, juste, je vais m'asseoir ici.
D'accord.
Donc ça, c'est facile pour moi, ok?
Ok, ouais.
You need to sit over here. Yeah, you have to sit over here. And then if you want to, think to him, just turn a little bit around. Make sure you so you get to the microphone. Okay?
Hey, Emmerich, do you have the photographs? All the exhibits? Emmerich, do you have all the exhibits?
Yeah, the exhibits are on my computer.
Emmerich, do you have all the exhibits?
Yes, the exhibits are on my computer.
Interpreter, what is he saying? Please.
Yeah, they did it on his computer.
C'est sur mon ordinateur, les
You have
exhibits.
them up to see if I say before. You have the exhibits there.
He has it in his computer. Vous
Emmerich,
n'avez pas. Non, vous l'avez dans le computer.
Oui, bah c'est sur mon ordinateur là qui est devant mes yeux.
He has it on the computer, not in his hands.
are you going to be able to see them when I ask the court to look at them?
Yeah, I can open the file.
Yes or no?
Oui, je peux ouvrir les fichiers. Oui, je peux ouvrir les fichiers.
Yes, I can find it right away. We can't speak over each other. Mr. Verbal, if you'd be kind enough to wait until the interpreter interprets for you, and then you can answer, okay?
Ok.
So this way we can't speak, all at the same time. Avoir une législation correcte pour qu'une personne ne la voit pas. Alors, quand vous donnez une réponse en français, je vais donner le temps de traduire. Après, vous pouvez continuer ou l'avocat va faire des autres questions.
Yes. Mais si je juge que votre traduction n'est pas bonne, il faut que je vous fasse répéter.
Si vous parlez vite en maintenant, c'est trop difficile
Okay.
à comprendre correctement et à... Ok. Non.
Je disais que si votre traduction n'est pas bonne, il faut que je vous fasse répéter.
So, can we get started? Est-ce qu'on peut commencer?
Oui.
Vous devez rappeler de parler lentement, vraiment lentement, parce que même quand vous parlez en anglais, les choses ne peuvent pas comprendre.
Madame, je compte sur vous pour la traduction. Ça fait 2 ans que j'ai pas vu ma fille, madame. Ça fait 2 ans que je suis dans cette procédure. Ce serait bien qu'on puisse arriver à quelque chose.
Il faut que vous ayez la patience. On n'est pas ici à la poser pour amusement, c'est une question de gouvernement. He's saying, oh, but like this, you could have to speak slowly, it will take 2 hours. Nobody's here for fun. You have to say it the proper way, but even when he speaks English, the judge and the other people have a time understanding English. He has to talk slowly or it's not going to work. Are you ready? Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, I remember in French, but I hope the translation will be great. Yes, I think it's gonna be easier like that. Ça va être plus facile comme ça.
It would be easier this way.
So you are in agreement with that, Mr. Gravall, to proceed that way?
Alors, vous êtes d'accord de continuer comme ça?
Oui, je suis d'accord de continuer comme ça.
Yes, I agree to continue this way.
Okay. All right. So, you want to ask your question, Mr. ARENSTEIN. Mr. Gravall is going to respond if he does not understand something you said and he needs interpretation. At that point, the person who has already been sworn will answer. And if for some reason he needs further interpretation, he can get that as well. Now, the record shows like that you have some apparatus on your ears.
I do.
All right, and what is that?
That is the court's, I guess,
It's an
earphone.
enhancement, so you can hear better?
Right,
Does
yes.
it help you?
Yes, it does.
Well, why didn't you tell me you had a hearing issue?
I do have it.
Well, I said, why didn't you tell me that? We could have avoided the last 40 minutes.
I apologize.
All right, are you ready now?
I am ready.
All right, so we're picking up where we already started. The daughter's been born, her date of birth, and we go from there.
After the child was born, where were you and Mrs. Gonzalez residing?
Après la naissance de Cecilia, qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit? Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit?
Après que, what did you say? After Cecilia was born, après la naissance de Cecilia, où Madame Gonzalez et Cecilia vivaient?
Elle vivait chez moi à Quimper, dans l'appartement que je louais. They were living in my place in Quimper in the flat I was renting.
Clearly is not working.
Well, give it a second, so you know your objection, yes. Okay. I have no idea what he said. I assume his attorney recognizes that we don't know what he said.
Where were you living with Mrs. Gonzalez when the child was born?
Je vivais à Quimper, en France, dans l'appartement que je louais, avec mon salaire.
I was living in the apartment that I rented with Miss Gonzalez. Interpret what you said.
Avec mon salaire, with my paycheck.
Said that you have to speak in English. You can answer to friends instead of English.
All right, well, just ask him. Do you give the answer in English?
Est-ce que vous pouvez répondre en anglais
Yes?
pour la question?
I tried already on English, but I don't know why you don't answer me.
Gonzalez.
Mr. Joel, where were you living with the child and Miss Gonzalez?
I was living in Quimper. Quimper is a town in France. And I was renting a flat with my own salary in my job in Quimper.
Renting a flat where?
In Quimper, in France. Quimper is a French town.
Okay.
Did you ever have a role in caring for the child after she was born?
Yeah, I mean, I was changing the diapers of my daughter, and I was also bringing her to see the doctors, and I was participating to everything.
What was your relationship?
I mean, my relationship was good. I mean, but you know, my daughter was very young, so I was saying she was laughing with me, and that's what I can say.
May I approach your honor?
Sure.
Can you identify these photographs? Oh, I asked that the photographs be
what you want?
I'd like to take it as one package.
Okay, great.
So, can you identify these photographs?
Well, you want me to open the file with the photo of the relationship with the child?
D4 is the
Yeah,
exhibit.
I'm on it. The first picture is a picture of my mother and Cecilia. The second picture, you can see my mother and my father and Cecilia. The third picture,
Can you go through each one and
that's what I'm going. That's what I'm doing, Robert.
Okay.
That's what he's doing.
All right.
Right, so
I don't know if you understand me or if I'm not talking. My English not good.
Attendez un moment. Attendez un moment, il y a un problème.
Alright, so Mr. Gravall, you gotta bear with this process. We're trying to accommodate you to some degree, so you just gotta bear with the process. It is challenging for everybody, okay? So I need you to try to speak a little slower, okay? Especially when you're speaking English, so that the reporter can make sure she takes your responses down correctly.
Yeah, I will do my best to speak slower.
Okay, great. So,
Yeah.
you're on P4.
P4. So yeah.
So in P4, these are pictures of you with your daughter, correct?
Yeah, the first photo is a picture of my daughter Cecilia with my mother. On the second picture, you can see my mother and my father, and also my daughter Cecilia.
Yes.
On the third picture, you can see me and Cecilia.
Okay.
On the next picture, you can see Nurka, me and Cecilia.
Yes.
On the other picture, you can see Nurka and Cecilia. On the next picture, you can see Nurka, me and Cecilia. And on the next one, with my white jacket, I'm with Cecilia also. And the next one, it was at the hospital right after the birth of my daughter. I was with her also.
Okay.
On the next picture, it's a picture at the hospital when I was with Nurka.
All right. With the baby.
Yeah, and the baby also, yeah. And on the next picture, I was next to the sea with my baby, because I'm living close to the ocean. And on the other picture, you can see Nurka, me, and my baby.
Yes.
And on the next picture, it's again me with my baby. It was at the hospital, this one. And on the next one, it's also at the hospital. It was me with my baby. And on the next picture, you can see a picture, a photo of my little brother with my baby. And
Little brother.
yeah, it's my little brother. This picture, the one with the blue jacket. The blue shirt.
Right. With a vest on.
And for the last one, it's me who is giving milk to my little baby.
Yes. Okay.
Were all these pictures taken in France?
Yes, they were taken in France. It was all were taken in around Quimper. It's a French town in Brittany. It's the west part of France.
I move that these pictures be in the evidence, Your Honor.
All right. Any objections, Alfred?
No objection.
Any objections, Kathy?
No objection.
All right. So P4 will be in evidence. So those pictures will be in evidence, Mr. Gravall. Proceed with Ernestine.
Okay. Do you have any family in France?
Well, my brother, my parents are living in Brest, which is a town close to Quimper, and I have my little brother, which is history teacher. He's also living in France, and my other brother is living in Belfast. He's an engineer, electronic engineer.
Now, what was their relationship like with your child after she was born?
It was good. My relationship with the child.
Your family, what was your relationship
With my family, I mean,
What was their relationship with your child?
my family, my parents used to love my daughter. They were coming almost every weekend to visit me.
After your child was born, did you and Miss Gonzalez ever discuss where you and she and the child would reside?
I mean, it was clear after the child was born that we would stay in France because I mean, we signed a paper, an agreement together only to complete the last semester of our course of study.
You gotta say that at the end again. It went fast. So say that. You signed the papers and
Yeah, we signed an agreement in France for, I mean, it was for my baby to only go a few months in the USA.
signed the papers in France for the baby.
Yeah, and she even sent a mail to her own embassy saying it was only for a few months.
We didn't hear that last section. That last sentence. Say that again.
She even sent an email to her embassy. I mean, it was to the US embassy when she was in France because she wanted to know how to process with my daughter because she was only staying in the USA for a few months to complete her course of study.
I understood. Repeat it back to me. So.
This mail to the US embassy is inside the exhibits.
Alright, Mr. Garbal?
Yes?
You have to wait. Your lawyer will ask you a question, okay?
Okay, alright.
Yes. I might approach. After the child was born, did Mrs. Gonzalez ask to go back to the United States?
Yes? She asked to go back in the United States only to complete her last semester of studies.
And I direct your attention to P5.
To complete her last semester of study.
I direct your attention to P5. Did you take a look at that and identify that document?
Which document are you talking about?
Can you identify the document? Tell us what it is.
Which document is it? Which number?
P5.
P5. Okay, yeah. It's the email that Nurka Gonzalez sent to the embassy, to her American embassy.
Slow down. Can you identify P5, sir?
Yes, this document is the email that Nurka has sent to her American embassy.
Take a look at the last page, Mr. Giron, and tell us what is this document.
J'ai mal compris quelque chose, madame la traductrice?
Je vais regarder la dernière page.
Je regarde la dernière page, ok. Yes, this is the email that Nurka wrote to the US Embassy. I mean, it was the purpose of this email was to come back in the USA. I mean, to finish her course of study. So she wanted to know how to process with my daughter's paper, because my daughter was French. She was not American, so she was not able to stay more than 3 months in the USA.
Sir, one second, wait 1 second. Abby has an objection.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that a foundation would have to be laid, given that this email purports to come from Ms. Gonzalez, and obviously speaks for itself. The question is, his identifying the email. I have no objection to him indicating that he received it, was copied on it, but I believe the answer went beyond that with respect to the intention of the email, and no foundation has been laid for how he would do that.
Est-ce que vous pouvez traduire, madame?
Okay. No question is to you, Mr. Gamal.
Vous pouvez traduire? Est-ce que c'est possible de traduire ce que vient de dire Happy? I want that what Happy just said to be translated.
He's asking for what Ms. Abby said to be translated.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So is
Now you interpret what she said?
Vous avez demandé de traduire ce qu'il parle, dit.
oui, j'ai demandé à traduire ce que vient de dire Madame Happy. I just asked if it was possible to translate what Mrs. Happy just said.
Your Honor, I move that this document.
I guess, I don't know why it's not possible for you to translate it.
That you're not able to translate what she said?
I can.
Okay, let's see. You know, but just so we're clear, the screen is frozen, so it's not moving. So I can hear him speaking. I'm fine with that.
You cannot see me right now?
I can see you, but it's a frozen version of you.
Oh, okay. What?
So, alright, Ms. Abby, how about you? So, Ms. Abby has basically said, Mr. Gamal, and if you don't understand anything, you need the interpreter to read it, she can do so. Ms. Abby has simply said that the email you are referring to from Ms. Gonzalez speaks for itself, and that you are not able to give an opinion as to the basis and what motivated the sending of the email and things of that nature. Is that fair, Abby?
That's a fair summary.
Okay. Right, so you need that interpreted, Mr. Gamal?
Wait, it would be great if she can say it in French.
Quelques pensées quand elle a écrit cette email, de pas interpréter ça, et que le document ne va dire ce que va dire, ne pas interpréter.
She's saying I can't interpret this email.
Right, she's saying that the email speaks for itself,
Okay.
and all you can say is that you got the email, etc.
Okay, alright.
Your Honor,
That's the objection, okay?
Your Honor, I move that the document be admitted.
All right, well, let me just address the objection. I'm sustaining the objection. His testimony as to why it was sent and all of that is not appropriate. Is there any objection as we move forward to the admission of this email? All right. Ms. Abby?
No objection based on the document itself.
Okay. So P5 will be in evidence, and that does consist of 3 pages. It's an email essentially dated June 9th, 2015. All right, so it's
Gonzalez traveled to the United States with your daughter?
Can you repeat?
Say that again.
Can you repeat?
Repeat it.
Can you repeat the question?
Did there come a time when Mrs. Gonzalez traveled to the United States with your daughter after this email?
Well, my daughter left in the USA the 15th of August 2015. Then, I don't know if it was your questions.
Are you ready? Somebody has to translate.
Il vous a demandé, est-ce que votre fille est venue aux États-Unis avec sa mère?
Oui, yes, she came in the USA the 15th of August 2015. I paid the flight ticket for her to go back. Because it was for a good purpose. It was for the purpose of her study.
What was your understanding of how long she planned to stay in the United States?
Well, at the beginning she was saying to me it was only 1 semester. You can even see that in Nurka's own exhibit when she sent a mail to the French embassy. It was only for 1 semester to complete her studies.
Did you give your consent to travel to the United States with the child?
Well, I never said I was okay for my child to stay in the USA forever. I never agreed with that.
Did you agree that the child could come to the U.S.? Did you agree to that?
Yeah, I agreed, but it was not. It was only for a few months to complete her course of study.
Okay.
If I might approach you, huh?
Yes. Are you looking at P6, Mr. Gerwal?
Mr. Joel.
Yeah, P6.
And can you describe what P6 is?
Well, P6 is a form that we download on the internet, and we completed this form. It was to say I was okay for my daughter to stay in the USA. As in this paper, it's written to the 31 January 2016. It was to show that I was okay for my daughter to stay in the USA from the 15 August 2015 to the 31 January 2016.
Who is we, Mr. Joel?
We? Where did you see that? We is Nurka Gonzalez and me, Emeric Gerval.
Now, what is this document? Okay. When does it say Mrs. Gonzalez was supposed to return to France?
It's saying that, Nurka Gonzalez is supposed to return in France with my baby, Cecilia Gerval, the 31 January 2016.
I move for the admission of document P6.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection.
Okay, P6 will be in evidence. How many exhibits do you have, Mr. Arenstein?
All total is P9. It's only up to P9. That's it. I'm sorry, P13. It goes up to 13.
Why don't you bring them all, so I don't have to wait for you to walk up every time. Are you going to P7, Mr. Gerval? Right, pull P7 out.
Yeah. Well, P7 is
No one asked you a question.
Oh.
Nobody asked you a question. I just want you to have P7 ready, so I'll ask you a question, okay?
yeah.
Could you look at P7 and tell us what this document is?
Yeah, P7, it's a writing text that Nurka wrote that saying that she will not be living for more than 6 months. Because I asked another document because I wanted to be sure that my daughter will be back after 6 months.
What would it have in P7?
No objection.
P7 will be enough.
Now, P9, can you tell us what this document is?
You forgot P8. After P7 is P8,
Oh,
Robert.
I'm sorry. I would do it. Okay, what is this document? How long of a stay did you initially consent to?
Objection to the question. I don't think there's been testimony to indicate initially versus some other time. Maybe I misheard it, Your Honor. We're just talking about how long you can.
Right, because we only have one thing, we're talking about August 2015 to January 31st, 2016, which we've already established, so.
In August of 2015, how long of a stay did you initially consent to?
I consented that my daughter was staying not more than 6 months in the USA. It was for 6 months maximum.
Did Mrs. Gonzalez and the child return after 6 months?
No, because Mrs. Gonzalez told me that she need an extra semester to complete her studies because she failed some stuff.
Now, why did she not return, sir?
She failed. Okay,
She failed some exams, so she need another extra semester to complete her degree.
What did she tell you?
What did she tell me?
Consent to her to stay for one more semester to finish school?
But this is not P7, Robert. I mean P8. This is not P8, this one. P8 is Facebook's message.
Now answer me.
Not asking you about P8, we're asking about P7.
Oh, okay.
We're just asking about the document.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you consent to her staying for one more semester, sir?
Yeah, I mean, I was okay for her to stay one semester. Anyway, I didn't have the choice because the purpose of it was for Nurka to be graduated. So, if she wasn't staying one semester more, it was like one semester lost, the one before. I was saying that I was okay for an extension of 1 more semester because the purpose of coming back in the USA was to be graduated, and if I was saying no, then it would have been 1 semester lost for everybody.
At the time, did you have any reason to believe that she would not be returning to France?
No, I didn't have any reason to believe that because she was writing me love message. She was saying she was in love with me, and that's what she was writing to me. So I didn't have any reason to believe that she was not coming back.
And could you identify P8?
Yeah.
We're not doing P8. We're going to P9.
P9.
Yeah.
What is this document?
P8 is a message, it's a Facebook message.
P9.
No, but we didn't say anything about P8.
We're not doing P8. P9. P9.
And what about P8?
We're not doing P8. Your lawyer doesn't want to do P8.
Oh, okay. Why he doesn't want to do that?
I don't know. You can ask him when it's over.
Well,
What is this document, P9?
P9 is it's a WhatsApp conversation between me and Yurko from it was from the 6th of January 2016 to the 18th April 2016. It's all WhatsApp conversation between us.
Could you repeat that?
I believe he's identifying the wrong exhibit.
What?
He's identifying the wrong exhibit.
Yeah, you are saying P9, so I said P9 is WhatsApp message.
My apologies.
P9 is a number of conversations you had from June 1st, 2016, correct, Mr. Garral?
Yeah, P9 is it's all my WhatsApp message from the 6th January 2016 to the 18th April 2016. It's all WhatsApp conversation.
Yes, and on WhatsApp messaging.
WhatsApp is a messenger on the mobile
I know
phone.
what it is. I just want to make sure. I know what it is. I just want to make sure the record is clear that that's what you said. Okay?
Okay, I wanted to ask you if the dates on the WhatsApp are in the European format or the US format.
Well,
Meaning, does the month go after first or the day followed by the month?
my phone is French, so all the dates are French format. So basically in France, we start by the day and then after the month.
So on January 6th, I moved that P9.
Yeah, I just need to figure out, P9 I have is a photograph with a message. So I presume we're actually talking about P10. Start with that.
They have renumbered it from what they
I
did.
can find, that's
It used
fine.
to be P10. It was P10, now it's P9.
Okay, so we're talking about the series of WhatsApp messages.
Exactly.
And,
From January 6th, 2016 to April 18th, 2016.
But Robert, can you tell me if you are sure you didn't forget P8?
We'll go to P8. Let's get P9 done first.
But yes or no? You forgot or you don't forgot?
He didn't forget. He had made a choice not to do P8.
Okay. I don't know why, but alright.
I moved P9 into evidence.
I know. I've been following him.
No objection.
Is happy.
No objection.
P9 will be
wants PA. So
I don't have PA.
okay, all right.
We're not doing PA.
I'm going to the
But why we don't do P8? It was an important message. It was a message, a Facebook message from the New Year.
We're not discussing it. Mr. Garbaugh, there's no question. Your lawyer made a decision. That's something you discuss with him afterwards. He's not doing PA. I don't have PA, and we're not doing it, okay?
I don't know why. I haven't been told that since now, you know.
What's your next question, Mr. Ernestine?
you and Mrs. Gonzalez were discussing purchasing a ticket for you to come to the U.S. Why was that?
Well, we were discussing for a flight ticket to come back together in France.
Did you purchase tickets for Mrs. Gonzalez and your daughter to return to France?
Can you repeat?
February of 2016. February 26, 2016.
Yeah, in February, New Yorker bought the flight ticket to come back to France. It was for coming back all together. I was planning actually to stay 2 weeks in the USA, and then we were coming all together back to France.
I'd like to direct your attention to your correspondence on January 6, 2016. And I want to ask you if the dates on the WhatsApp. Okay, so on January 6th, did Mrs. Gonzalez have you come for 2 weeks and then go back to France?
Well, can you repeat? I didn't get what you just said.
On January 6th of 2016, I want to direct your attention at 9:42 on the WhatsApp. I want to direct your attention to that on page 2. (21:42). Did she write to you that you're coming for 2 weeks and then going back? What did you understand that to mean?
Which sentence is it? I don't know.
At 21:42 in the WhatsApp, what did you understand that to mean?
I cannot see which sentence you are talking about.
January 6th, 9:42. Or 21:42.
42. It doesn't. Oh, yes, the sentence is you are coming on July for 2 weeks and then we go back. It means it's because, like I said, our plan, it was me to come in the USA for 2 weeks to visit our family and to be everybody together with the American family. And then we were coming back in France after those 2 weeks.
And did you know what she meant by that?
Well, it was a one-way ticket, so he was coming back forever in France.
Mr. Juma, and direct your attention to the correspondence on February 1, 2016. (21:11). Did you find it, Mr. Juma?
Can you repeat the sentence?
Go to February 1st,
February 1st.
2016, 21:11.
2111. Yeah, it was when we were talking about buying a house in France. I mean, I was showing her. Leboncoin.fr is a website where people put ad, and it was to buy a house. Basically, I was checking the ad for buying a house in France.
You gotta slow down. Please slow down, and so the court can take down what you say.
I was.
We have no idea what you just said.
I was showing her.
Well, speak it in French. You can't do it in English.
I was showing her houses we could buy in France around my work.
And what did you mean by that?
I mean, I was saying to her that I was buying a house in France.
What? Okay. I'd like to direct your attention to your correspondence. Why did she respond that way?
Well, because it's.
Sustain. You don't answer the question. Proceed. Ask your next question.
Do you know what she meant by her response?
Well, by her response, it seems that it was not a problem to buy a house in France.
I'd like to direct your attention to the correspondence on February 22nd, 2016. You and Mrs. Gonzalez,
Can you repeat the date and the time, please?
you and Mrs. Gonzalez were discussing purchasing. Okay, the date and the time. It's 1852. Date is February 22nd, 2016.
What was the time?
February 1852.
Thank you.
1852. Which day was it?
What were you and Mrs. Gonzalez discussing around this time?
But which day was it? I cannot find what you are saying.
What day was it, Pharisee?
February 22nd, 2016.
Yeah. And what time?
You discussing going on a trip to someplace?
What time, please?
Did you and her discuss going to Iceland?
Yes, I mean, we. Can you, to be sure I have the right sentence, is it possible to repeat the date and the time? I didn't get you.
Now, why were you discussing going to Iceland?
Objection. I don't believe that answering the original question needs to know the date and the time.
That is correct. So we're going to take a break. Okay. We're going to take a break. I want to see counsel. Okay.
All right.
But
On va s'arrêter pour un break.
why is not finishing? Pourquoi il ne finit pas? Je vous comprends pas là, madame.
On peut interrompre un petit peu. Le juge va parler avec les avocats et après on va continuer.
D'accord. And it would be great if I could speak to the judge myself, because I could say everything. And also there are some evidences I gave to Robert that he didn't pay attention, so it would be great if I could talk about everything.
But the judge is not here. Le juge n'est pas ici. Il est sorti de la chambre. On va attendre pour parler. Les avocats vont parler avec lui.
So, combien de minutes de pause avons-nous?
Je sais pas. On va savoir quand il veut.
Ça va durer combien de temps environ? D'accord.
Faut avoir patience. D'ailleurs,
En gros, tout le monde parle derrière mon dos maintenant. Enfin, c'est quand même hallucinant. Hein. Moi, des fois, je me demande si la procédure est pas truquée, quoi. Enfin, entre Robert qui parle, vous voyez bien qu'il est un peu handicapé, qui comprend même pas ce que je lui dis, et puis, je suis désolé, mais les traductions là ne sont pas de très bonne qualité, donc je peux que dire que toute la procédure est truquée. Surtout que j'ai pas vu que depuis 2 ans ma fille, alors que j'ai dépensé 30 000 euros, madame. 30 000 euros alors que je suis français, j'ai un salaire français. Et moi, j'ai toujours été un bon père, et ça fait depuis que Nurka est parti que j'ai pas vu ma fille, madame. Alors qu'elle devait revenir, Nurka. Elle avait signé des papiers. Après, il y a Happy. Happy, je peux vous dire qu'est-ce que je lui reproche. Happy a menti à la cour. Happy a dit à 2 reprises, avant qu'elle soit nommée Guardian of Law, enfin qu'on s'était pas parlé. Comment?
vous êtes amené à parler quand quelqu'un est dit, désormais, pour moi, je dois sortir.
Ok.
Problem is, the main issue is that he is mad.
I got it. All right.
All right, we're back in the courtroom. We are on the record. The time is 2:36. Mr. Arenstein, you can resume with your direct examination. You have 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'm telling you now, I will stop you.
Mr. Jarrell, we only have 10 minutes, so you got to answer the questions quickly, okay?
Yeah.
Don't speak quickly. We need to understand. You have 10 minutes.
What was the plan for returning back to France the second semester?
Well, the plan was to go back to France together with the flight ticket she bought.
What was the plan, Mr. Gervais? The plan was to do what?
What was the plan? It was to go back to France after with the flight ticket she bought.
When were they scheduled to return?
Yes, I mean she bought flight ticket and she was supposed to return the 19th of July 2016.
And take a look at D10 and D11. Could you identify what those are for the court? You only have 10 minutes, so please, quickly.
Yeah, but I don't understand. It was the flight ticket, the P10 and P11. It was the flight ticket that Nurka bought. I don't have anything else to say.
There are two plane tickets. Could you identify what they are?
They're plane tickets. He doesn't know what else to say. They're plane tickets.
Okay. I move that D10 and D11 be put into evidence.
Oh, there's no objection.
No, Your Honor.
And, all right, D10 and D11 will be in evidence.
Did you travel to the United States in July of 2016?
Yeah, I traveled in the United States in July, and I did it because with our relationship with Nurka, it was each time the same thing. Before coming to France, each time she was saying she was not coming, and each time, finally, she was changing her mind and she was coming. So that's why I went in the USA in July, even if in April she said she won't come back.
Did Mrs. Gonzalez and your daughter return to France as scheduled in July of 2016?
No, she and also she didn't cancel the flight ticket. That's why also I went in the USA. And but she finally, after being there, she didn't come back with me to France.
Do you know why she did not return?
It's hard to say why. I would say maybe she met someone else, or I don't know. I don't know why she changed her mind like that.
Has she previously told you that she was not returning to France?
Well, the first time she told me she was not returning to France was in April. It was basically it was 11 April 2016. We can see that on the WhatsApp conversation. That is, I mean.
Prior to this trip, did you stay in contact with your daughter?
Well, I've been able to talk with her through WhatsApp video. That's all what I managed to have, and that's not fair because I'm a good father. I always did my best for my daughter, and that's not fair that I cannot see her. I've always been a good person, and that's really not fair that I was fooled like that.
Alright, now look at D13. Can you tell us what that is?
It's an audio record that Nurka sent me through WhatsApp.
Is this Mrs. Gonzalez's voice on the recording?
I didn't really answer that question. What is
P13 is a WhatsApp audio record that Nurka sent me through WhatsApp.
Okay, is this Miss Gonzalez's voice on the recording?
Yes?
There's no recording.
It is a recording. There's a disc.
We haven't heard a recording.
Okay, there's a disc that's submitted to the court. You have to have it there.
I might have heard anything on this.
And Your Honor, we don't have it.
You don't even get this? If so, there's no recording. Do not ask him another question.
You did not get a copy of the disc?
I don't have a disc.
Well, I can play it if you want to hear it.
No question, Mr. Gerhol.
Yeah, I can.
I have no.
I want everybody to hear the thing.
Right, your attorney has no further questions for you, okay?
But
you have a lawyer, you have to
will you be able to hear the audios P13? Madame la traductrice, qu'est-ce qu'elle a répondu pour la pièce 13?
Elle a dit que quand le cas s'est terminé, il n'y a pas de questions.
Ouais, mais pour l'audio, pour le 13, pourquoi on l'écoute pas?
What about P13? What about?
Nothing about it.
Bien.
We're moving on.
Pourquoi? Je comprends pas, madame. I don't understand.
Your lawyer will explain it to you when it's over.
Votre avocat va expliquer pourquoi.
Ouais.
Alright. Or do you have
Another thing unfair, I can see. Always unfair. Like happy behavior or unfair.
Your Honor, I just.
No. No. This is cross-examination, Mr. Gerhol. And now Ms. Ulrich, counsel for Ms. Gonzalez, is going to ask you some questions.
Mr. Gerhol, you indicated that you and Ms. Gonzalez began living together in 2014. Can you tell me what date?
What day? Yeah, I can tell you. It was, she arrived in France the 25 December 2014.
And that was approximately a week or so before the civil union of December 31st, 2014, correct?
Yeah, but we were, together since 2012, as we told you at the beginning. It was not 1 week relationship and then a civil union. It was, we started a relationship at 2012 and then at 2014, almost 2015, we had a civil union together.
Was your relationship in the United States?
What?
I'll rephrase the question. How often did you see Ms. Gonzalez since you met in 2012?
Well, she was visiting me in France each time she was having holidays, basically.
So approximately how many visits?
I don't know, it was I would say at least 1 month each year. It was even more.
What did she bring with her when she moved to you, as you state, on December 25th, 2014?
Objection. Relevance. What she brought.
Just rephrase it.
You indicated that Mr. Ball came December 25th, 2014 to France. Is that correct?
She came in France, can you repeat the question, please?
Did Mr. Ball come to France December 25th, 2014?
Yeah, she came to France at this date, but she came also before when I was living in Strasbourg. I was living in Strasbourg before 2014. I don't know why you are not talking about. and all those visits that Nurka was doing to me. Because basically, before she was pregnant, I've never been back in the USA.
Hi, Mr. Gravall. Can you hear me?
Yes?
When she asks you a question, it's a yes or no question. Try to give a yes or no response, okay?
Do you know what Ms. Gonzalez's legal status was in France? She came on December 25th, 2014.
Objection.
Overruled. You can answer.
Well, the status, she got a visa because she, like in the letter that which is in her exhibit, at the beginning, it was planned that she would go back for her last semester in the USA. But it's not saying in this paper if she will go back with my daughter or not, as you can see.
So she came in December 2014 on a visa, and it was the plan that she would return to the United States to finish her studies. That's what you just said, correct?
At the beginning, yes, but we are not talking about our daughter there. We are talking only about her, you see. And the thing is, I don't know why those questions, I mean, because as you can see, in this paper is not mentioned my daughter, so I don't know why you are talking about it.
Do you know how long Ms. Gonzalez's visa was valid to stay in France?
Yeah, it was at the beginning. It was I think it's 4 months. But then we went to the place in France for her to get a resident card. She had a resident card to stay anytime she wants after this visa. I have a copy of this resident card. If you want, I can give it to you. She had a permanent resident card for mother of French citizen. Yeah, I took care, yeah. It was me who was paying everything, basically, because Nurka was not working. I was paying a baby car, for example, which cost 500 euro. I bought all the best stuff for my baby. Even the milk, I was buying the most expensive one.
So if Nurka was not working, how was the family being supported?
What? You are talking about the $300 that her mother gave? That's a big joke. I mean, do you think what you can do in France with $300? For real, when I gave money to Nurka, she was not buying food with it, she was buying clothes. So, I don't know what those $300 comes to do with anything. And as you can see on the photos, Nurka was not looking skinny. She was actually more looking fat on the photos, if you look at it. So we cannot say that Nurka, for some reason, need money to buy food in France.
There's no relevance where we got up at night and his daughter was a baby. That's not relevant to a Hague Convention case, Your Honor.
Okay. Answer that one.
You indicated that you have 2 brothers and your parents that live in France. Is that correct?
Well, at that time, my parents were living in France and my little brother, yes. And my brother, at that time, my other brother was living in France, but then he left to Italy. At that time, the one who is living in Belfast now. He was living in Italy at that time. But otherwise, all my family was living in France. My grandparents are in France. All my family is in France otherwise.
How far away did your parents live from you in Quimper?
Well, from my house, I would say it's 45-minute driving by car.
And about how far away did your brother live?
Well, my little brother at that time, it was 2 hours and a half, And my other brother, he was in Italy, so it was more than that. It was like it depends if you take the car, if you take the train, I mean, or if you take the flight.
And between March, when your daughter was born, and August, when your daughter left the United States, how often did your parents see her?
I said before that they were visiting us almost every weekend.
And your brother as well?
My brother was living more far away, so my brother was visiting us, I don't know, a few times, but it was not every weekend like my parents. Also, he was completing his degree to be history teacher, so he had lots of things to work where he was.
You indicated in your testimony that you had no reason to believe that Ms. Gonzalez was not coming back to the United States because she was sending you love messages. Is that correct?
Well, and we had an agreement, that's why also I was not worried.
Did you say that in your testimony, Mr. Duvall, yes or no?
Objection.
Can you remember, Mr. Gerwal?
I have to answer the question or no?
Yes, answer the question.
Well, I mean, she was saying she was in love of me. You can find multiple messages on Facebook or on WhatsApp where she is. Even I have audios and Robert didn't took, but she was also sending me audio file when she was saying she was in love with me and all of that.
Mr. Duvall, can I please direct your attention to the WhatsApp messages submitted as P9?
P9, yeah.
Can you turn to January 27th, 2016 at 21:28?
January 27, you said?
Yes.
And what time?
21:28.
Yeah, okay.
Nyerka, you know, Emmerich, since I met you, everything I have done is to love you without receiving the same love back. And we have been all this days without talking, and you are like, if you really don't care. But if that's the way you feel, then you put things clear to me. And after this message, then I don't bother you anymore. Is that one of the love messages you're referring to?
Yeah, I mean, I was used to receive a message where sometimes, you know, because Nurka is bipolar, so she has like some mental disorders. So I was used to receive some message like that. Then one time she was saying she was mad at me, and the other time she was in love with me. I was used to this kind of behavior with her.
Can you turn to February 9th, 2016 at 19:29?
Can you repeat?
February 9th, 2016, 19:29.
February 2016, after his 1999, 29. That's it?
Yes.
Yeah,
At
okay.
the end of that, it says, Emmerich, if you would care a lot about Cecilia, at least you would ask how she is doing and try to do FaceTime with her. I think my friends ask more about Cece than you. Your response at 9:47, Emmerich, if I don't ask about Cece, it is because of you.
Objection. I don't know how that's relevant to a Hague Convention case.
It's in evidence. It's that you moved it in
I
evidence.
don't understand it, but I'm not sure
So it's in evidence.
what the question she's asking.
Yeah, but she asked a question about the document you moved in evidence.
Well, I was doing FaceTime with my daughter. I mean, and I don't know why she wrote that. Basically, it was also probably one time she was mad, and I don't know why she wrote that, because I did WhatsApp video calls with my daughter, and you know, each time I was asking to Nurka something, it was like it seems to be a problem. That's why I was asking that, I wrote that, because I wanted to see more my daughter, and then each time, Nurka, I was asking too much. That's what I wrote that, it's because of you.
February 28th, 2016. February 28th, 2016.
Yeah?
0002.
Yeah, I'm in 28, and what time?
0002.
Yeah, I'm there.
I don't want to pick up with you, but lately I have noticed that when I write you, it's like if you don't care. I'm trying my best, trust me, to make everything nice and telling myself to learn how to control my emotions, but I think you don't care. I swear that you don't. If you have other priorities, it's better that you let me know so we don't go through the same thing we went last time we were together. If you are going to behave like that, you tell me now. Is that one of the love messages you were referring to?
Yeah, but you didn't see the one I sent in the WhatsApp conversation, I think. Because I have also no Joe, and that's...
March 24th, 2016.
The thing is, we have an agreement. I mean, she cannot change her mind. There is a baby. I have all the proof that she fooled me. She was saying that everything was fine together, and then she decided to change her mind. Because, of course, Nurka has all power as my daughter. I'm only the father, and I don't have anything to say.
Mr. Duval, during your testimony, you responded to your lawyer's question and said, and I quote, "There was no reason to believe she wasn't coming back because she was sending me love messages."
Yeah, did you see the one, the Facebook message she sent to me? I can read it again to you. It was P8 message. On this message is written...
I do not need you to read that to me, because I have other messages here.
Objection. Directing the witness to what he can do and what he can't do, Your Honor. I move to strike. Overruled.
March 25th, 2016. 2344. Nyerka, you know that can be different starting by you. You know that I have always asked you for love, to be different with me. I want you to be the man I fall in love with. With starting working on that, I bet you I won't be getting mad at you because part of my bad temper is the lack of attention I got from you.
Yeah. So why didn't she remove, why didn't she stop our civil union at this time? Can you explain me?
March 26, 2016, 11:38. Nyerka, yes, it's because everything I have on my head is that there will not change, and you know why, because you don't accept what other people have to say to you, and you just prove it again. So yeah, I may come with you, but I'll also take the money for coming back, because I will not let you to destroy me emotionally. No, not anymore.
Well, Nurka had bipolar disorder even before I met her.
That's not
I have some proof where on Facebook she's even writing to me that she has bipolar disorder.
Your objection is overruled.
April 4th, 2016. 1636. Nyerka, I mean, sounds reasonable, but Emmerich, speaking from my heart and being honest with you, to buy a house right now, not the best idea. You know we had a lot going on last time I was there. And this time, I'm hoping for the best, but if it doesn't work, I'm telling you right now, I'm leaving back to USA.
Yeah, but are you saying that to someone after you say...
That's not a question, it's a statement.
I was not finished, Counselor. Thank you.
Are you saying that to someone who just...
Ms. Gonzalez?
I mean, are you saying that to someone you just said before you was okay to buy your house? Also, you buy your house. It's not like you buy a t-shirt or a house, you know, Mrs.
April 11th, 2016, 2042. Nyerka, then stay with your friends. I don't want to go back there. Do you recall that message, Mr. Duval?
Which day is it? Can you repeat the date?
April 11th, 2016.
Sorry, I was talking at the same time, so I didn't answer. I didn't hear what you said.
April 11th, 2016, 2042.
Yeah.
Nyerka, then stay with your friends. I don't want to go back there.
Yeah, that's the first time in April, I said before that's the first time in the 11th she told me that she will not be back to France.
And what was your response to that? Do you recall?
Well, basically she told me also that for her father was shit, so I mean I was kind of mad and I was not talking with her. Because I was kind of lost. I was broke because I spent all my money to buy this house and all the thing. It was very hard for me. I didn't know what to do. And also she was saying like father was shit. What? I mean, how is it possible to say something like that?
April 17th, 2016, 2212. Nyerka, look, it's not that I don't want to be with, it's about to live there. I don't like it. April 18th, 2016, in response at 0017, Emmerich, I understand. That's what you said in response to her not wanting to live there, correct? Correct, Mr. Duval?
Which message is it?
April 18th, 2016.
Yeah.
April 18th, 2016, 1552. Or, I apologize, strike that. April 18th, 2016, 1541. Nyerka, Emmerich, let's try here. What about when you come and you see how it is when we go to do different stuff? What about if you like it? When you were here, you were living in a very expensive town and yet boring anyways. I do many stuff here where I live, so I don't see why you cannot try. And the rent is not as expensive as it's in Princeton.
As Robert told you, I didn't have any working permit to go to work in the USA. It was not the same as Nyoka. Nyoka had a resident card to be working in France, but I didn't have any working permit to work in the USA. And I just said I will try. That's just what I said.
Yes,
And I said if it was not, I said after, if it was not possible, then we stay in France.
I will try to find a job.
Objection. If she's stating something that he didn't state, then I object to the question.
If you would
The
follow
record will
along.
bear out what the evidence shows, what the document shows.
Mr. Duval, you said, okay, I will try to find a job, but then if I don't find one, I just stay here, correct?
Yeah.
So that was the plan in April 2016, correct?
Objection.
No, that was not the plan. Yes, that was the plan. I stay here with my daughter because we had an agreement.
Mr. Duval, you have to wait. You have to wait for the objection for the judge to rule, and then you can answer or not answer if she tells you you can answer. I objected, so now the judge has to rule.
All right. The question was that the plan? She didn't say that that says that was the question. So your objection is over.
So you have to answer whether that's the plan.
There was no plan. She fooled me.
No plan, she will.
Mr. Duval, Is that what you said?
Objection. At this point, where are you learning to go?
April 18th, 2016, 1557. Emmerich, okay, I will try to find a job. 1558, Emmerich. But then if I do not find one, I just stay here. That is what you said,
Yeah.
correct, Mr. Duval?
Yes, that's what I said, but that doesn't mean my daughter will stay in the USA. Did you see that written anywhere?
No, but you know what I also don't see anywhere, Mr. Duval? You asking for your daughter to come back.
No, but in fact, what you don't see is any agreement that I was okay for my daughter to stay in France. You don't have any paper saying it, but I do have a law saying that.
When I object, you don't answer the question. If the judge sustains the objection, you don't have to answer it. Listen to the question, please.
Yeah.
Mr. Duval, your attorney filed this application in November 2017, is that correct?
Can you repeat?
Your attorney filed this application in this case in November 2017, is that correct?
The thing is, I have contacted the American Central Authority, the French Central Authority. It was in July 2016. It was in July 2017. I have contacted the French Central Authority, and then the 8th September, only the 17th October 2017, your Central Authority, your American Central Authority, give me a list of attorney which I have to contact. And that was at that time the second time I've been talking with Mrs. Happy, even if she is saying the contrary to the judge. And I have proof of that. She is lying to the judge. I don't know how it's possible in your country to be lying to a judge like that.
So the first time you contacted any authority about your daughter was July 2017, correct?
Can you repeat?
That's what you just said?
I filled the application to the district court after I got the answer from your American Central Authority with a list of attorney. I had to wait this list, and that's why I didn't do it in July 2017. It's because I was waiting the Central Authority of your country.
And I would say, just so the record is clear, Mr. Duval speaks very quickly. It's very hard for a reporter to get a lot of detail. The record will probably not be accurate, but I have heard testimony loud and clear.
Sorry, do you have any problem with what I just said? It was possible for you to understand?
I heard you clearly.
Okay.
No further questions.
Ms. Annie, Ms. Annie's going to ask you some questions, possibly.
Your Honor, I'll come over to the center if that works so that we're not. See me. Mr. Graval, can I direct your attention to P6?
Yes?
It was your earlier testimony that you downloaded this document, is that correct?
You are talking about P6, the travel agreement.
I didn't hear anything about downloading documents. I object.
It's a form I've been downloading online, and then we complete it by handwriting, as you can see.
Now, when Ms. Gonzalez did not return in January 2016, did you go back to the internet and download another document and have her sign it?
Well, how can you sign it because I was in France and she was in the USA? Anyway, what is the point of this? She bought a flight ticket, as you can see, and she was writing me love message.
Yes or no question?
No, I didn't do any other document.
I'm sorry?
No, I didn't do any other document. But does Nurka did a document saying that she had the right to stay in the USA? No. She didn't do any document also, Nurka. So it's the same for her.
Is there any document that you executed that indicated that she was required to return to France in July of 2016?
Wait.
Objection to the form of the question.
Overruled, you can answer the question.
We had a civil union that basically what I didn't tell you is we had a civil union until it was if I take the paper well it was we signed the end of our civil union in the 2 June 2017, and it was in July that I've been contacting the French Central Authority for Child Abduction. We had a civil union together. So if you don't want to be with someone, and if you don't want to come back somewhere, don't you stop the civil union with this person? Is that the correct way?
Mr. Ball,
Yeah?
Mr. Ball, I need you to pay attention for a moment to the question that I'm asking.
Yeah.
First of all, we're in 2016, okay? Not 2017, 2016.
Yeah.
In your testimony was that you expected Ms. Gonzalez to return with your daughter to France in July of 2016. Is that correct?
Yeah, I agreed for an extension because I didn't have the choice. It was to be graduated, and if I didn't let her one more semester, then it was every money for her degree was lost. So that's why I agreed for an extension.
Okay. Now, when you say extension, there is no document that you executed that looks like P6 that gives an extension.
But there is no document also saying the contrary.
Please, Mr. Gerval, please listen to my full question.
Yeah.
And this will call for a yes or a no. Okay?
Yeah.
With respect to an extension to July of 2016, you did not execute any document that indicated that your daughter was required to return to France in July of 2016. Isn't that correct?
Objection to the form of the question, Your Honor.
Overruled.
It's not specific.
Overruled.
No, there was no other document.
There's no document, correct?
No, like the first one. There was conversation on WhatsApp, there was conversation on Facebook, but no other document.
Now, you have indicated in your testimony that you knew in April of 2016 that Ms. Gonzalez did not wish to return to France, correct?
Yeah, in April she indicated me that she didn't want to return to France, and she indicated to me just 10 days after the death of my grandmother. Do you know it was a good idea, don't you think?
In July of 2016, so let me back up. In June of 2016, in July of 2016, you came to the United States, correct?
Yeah.
Your daughter was baptized.
My daughter was what?
There was a baptism for your daughter. You attended.
Yeah, actually I was forced to go there because I couldn't even choose the godfather and the godmother. I mean, this baptism was a masquerade for me. And don't come to go to the church when you cheat at school, and when you have a baby without being married, and also when you are like laughing about church like she's doing. I mean, that's kind of crazy to be like that.
So when you came in July of 2016, you participated in the baptism.
Yeah, participate, yeah. But it was planned since, the baptism, it was planned even if my daughter was coming back to France, you know. We had this plan even before it was a baptism in the USA, and then after my daughter in France. That was the plan at the beginning.
Mr. Graval, you knew that your daughter was not returning with you at the time of the baptism, correct?
I mean, at that time, I was still...
Answer the question.
No, I was not sure, because Nurka, like I said, was bipolar, and she was always changing her mind. If you read the full WhatsApp conversation, you can notice it yourself.
I have no further questions, John.
And can I do have question for Happy. I want to say some question to Happy. Can I ask her some question? Why I cannot ask her question? I want to ask question to Happy.
Mr. ARENSTEIN, do you have any questions?
I do.
See that? I cannot even ask question to Happy. That's crazy. I cannot even ask her why she refused all communication with me, because it was not clearly the interest of my daughter. I don't know why for school she didn't ask me if it was possible to put it in a French school, like in Princeton there is one. She didn't do that. She never acted in the interest of my daughter, actually. Basically, and she came. I mean, she's in her file. She's even lying, because she's saying that the end of our civil union was in 2016, and the end of our civil union was in 2017. So she lied in the letter she sent to the court. She has always been lying since the beginning, this Mrs. Happy. It's crazy. I don't know how it's possible to lie like that.
If you don't stop talking, this
Yeah.
is going to end. There's no question pending, and I told you that before you went on your diatribe. Everything you just said will be stricken from the record. You can ask your question, Mr. ARENSTEIN. The objection is sustained.
Mr. Duval, you were not agreeing to her staying in the United States with the child, were you?
Well, I don't agree. All what I want, basically, is to go back to France with my daughter, and then the French judge will decide for the custody, because the French judge is competent to decide for the custody of my daughter. And we had a date, it was last September, and in appeal letter, we know that Nurka knew the date of this trial in France, but then, even if she knew this date of trial in France, she didn't come. Do you think it's fair to not come?
Signed the agreement for her to stay in the United States for the period of time that she was in the school. Did you expect her to come back to France?
Of course, I was expecting her to come back when I signed the document.
And did you ever consent for her staying permanently in the United States?
No, I've never consent for her to stay permanently with my daughter, and I never signed a document saying so.
Signed the agreement for her to go for a period of time, you expected her to return, is that correct?
Yeah, I was expecting her to return since the beginning. I mean, I was expecting my baby to return, that's the point. If Nurka doesn't want to return, that's her problem, but I was expecting my baby to return.
And did you go to the French consulate and complain about her not returning?
Yeah, I went to the French Central Authority. It was in July 2017.
And what did they tell you?
Well,
Okay, did you file any papers for
yeah,
her, or did you get in touch with anybody to get her to return back to the United States?
I filled the paper for child abduction. It was in July, the 11th of July 2017. The French Central Authority, but before I managed to find a lawyer in Paris called Dominique Pontet, and this lawyer told me how to process with this Hague process, because before in Quimper, the first lawyer told me that, the first attorney told me that my daughter has to be in France so she can do something. If my daughter is not in France, this attorney was saying she cannot do anything. So, basically, the attorneys in my small town of Quimper were not good, and I had to find one in Paris to be able to do this Hague process. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell the court what lawyers you contacted.
It was the name of the lawyer was Dominique Pontet in Paris. That's the lawyer who told me how to do for the French Central Authority and how to make my file to send to them.
So who did you contact?
A French lawyer called Dominique Pontet in Paris, and then this person told me how to process, to contact the French Central Authority.
And the French lawyer, did the French consulate give you any names to contact in the United States so that you could bring an action here?
Well, the problem is the French authority didn't have any name at the beginning, so they had to wait that the American Central Authority to answer. So the American Central Authority, they took like 4 months to answer, to give a list of lawyers. And then Happy was on this list. Happy was on this list of lawyers that the American Central Authority gave me after those 4 months.
You said, who did you say?
Mrs. Happy was on the list of attorney that the American Central Authority gave after those 4 months waiting for them.
When did you contact her?
The French lawyer, the French attorney?
To object, this was the subject of a motion that was made by, unsuccessful motion that was made by Mr. ARENSTEIN, resolved before the magistrate.
That's not, can I respond?
I don't believe that it's relevant to this. If there's a proffer of relevance, I would love to hear it, but this was redirect. That issue is not part of the case in chief, and it's certainly not part of the petition.
But there was clearly an interest, a conflict of interest.
As we're headed.
Conflict of interest with that.
Nobody is speaking to you. Just sit there and wait for a question, okay? Mr. Aaron,
Yes.
do you want to respond to what
I do. First of all, I objected to the magistrate made this decision, not Your Honor. It didn't go to Your Honor. And what happened is Ms. Appy made a one-sided statement to the court, which was accepted by the magistrate with no hearing whatsoever. I did not. First of all, I did not appeal because it's still before Your Honor. And I believe that there was perjury committed before this court.
Mr. Aaron, we are not addressing that. You never appealed. I am very, very familiar with the issue that you raised. It was ruled upon by Judge Petra. The issue is dead. Do not go into it any further. It is not relevant for our purposes. And perjury, you never appealed anything. So we are moving on. If you have questions that relate to redirects based on the cross-examination, you have about 5 more minutes to ask those questions, and we are done.
Can the translator...
If you hire anybody, you hire me to object to the not
Yeah, I have hired you...
to hire me.
I mean, I have hired you to reject to what Mrs. Happy was saying because I had the proof of it. I had email, I had conversation saying the contrary. And also, like, that's why, and if anyway this motion is not working, I'm going to complain to the Court Bar Association because our behavior is clearly not acceptable. Like, if it was the interest of my daughter, the interest of my daughter would have been to solve this case quick. And no, it was not quick. 2 years I didn't see my daughter. Because of who? Because of Mrs. Happy. Was it the interest of my daughter to not see me for 2 years?
I'd like to ask one, if I can.
Well, you better stop.
Okay.
Or else we're going to cut them off.
Would you hold on, let me ask you a question. You never consented to allow her to remain permanently in the United States. Is that correct, Mr.?
That's been asked and answered.
Yeah, and I never consented that my daughter to stay permanently in the USA. I never even consent to my daughter to have an American passport. I never signed any document for my daughter to get an American passport. Or even, I never signed any document for my daughter to get the US citizenship.
So
Oh,
There's one thing, Your Honor.
Ms. Addy, is there anything wrong?
I did not.
All right.
I just want to ask the court to move in the petition and also take judicial notice of the fact that France has jurisdiction, judicial notice of the right of custody of French law in the Hague Convention to give him a right to bring his action here. And I ask the court to take judicial notice of all the items that are in the petition or the amended petition that has been filed with this court.
I object to the judicial notice of the French law. There is currently litigation pending in France as to Mr. Duval's custody rights, so the court cannot take judicial notice under those circumstances while that litigation is pending.
If I might respond to that, Your Honor?
No. Okay.
Your Honor, I would just, two things. I would, Rule 44.1 sets forth the parameters, federal rule sets forth the parameters for the circumstances under which the court can take judicial notice of foreign law. There was a blending in the proffer that was made. There's no, from the law guardian's perspective, there's no objection to the acknowledgement that there is a right to bring an application pursuant to the treaty. I believe that you were asked, however, to indicate that there is a right of custody. I don't believe that you have been given information that notice was provided pursuant to the federal law, or that there was information provided to you which would enable you to take judicial notice under these particular facts. Your Honor, with respect to the petition itself, there's no objection to the court obviously completing. However, the parties have chosen specific exhibits to bring before Your Honor, and obviously, to the extent those exhibits constitute the evidentiary basis for the case, Your Honor is able to assess those exhibits. I don't think you can take judicial notice of exhibits about which there's been no testimony and no proffer. If there's another form of proffer to those exhibits in the petition, then I would be happy to address them. But I think that's the concern I have with respect to proffer here.
Article 14 allows the court to take judicial notice of rights of custody under the French law. Article 14 of the Hague Convention is clear. And as far as Mrs. as far as LIPARI's objection, the fact is that under Article 16, you can bring an action in a foreign country, not here. You can't bring an action while there's a Hague Convention case being brought in the United States, but you certainly can bring an action in a French court, and it doesn't limit the rights of custody or anything else. Article 16 is regarding only actions that are brought in the United States, not in France. He's capable of bringing in the habitual residence any action he wants there. He's not barred by the Hague Convention. That is a misstatement of fact. The cases are very clear about that. If you want a memorandum of law, we'll give you one. As far as Mrs. Appy is concerned, the judicial notice can be made under Article 14. It's been done all the time. It's been done in this court. It's been in all around the country. And as far as rights of custody, you have a right to look at the petition and the rights of custody and the articles and the French law on rights of custody. So I ask the court to take judicial notice.
I'll take what you're fine.
Thank you.
What's next? Who's your next witness?
I have no further witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm going to call my client.
Okay. All right, so you can stay there. Just ask Ms. Gonzalez to stand, please, and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is matter of and nothing but the truth of God?
Yes, I swear.
Okay.
Está bien, te puedes sentar.
Put that microphone closer to you. I can barely hear you. All right, there you go.
Why you went
because I was going to have hemorrhage child.
At that time, were you intending to move to France permanently?
Y en ese entonces, mi intención era
Objection.
de mudarse
Close for
a Francia permanentemente.
Objection.
Eso
Overruled.
fue completar.
No en ese momento.
Nada de amor.
How long did you intend to stay in France?
Objection.
¿Por cuánto tiempo eran sus intenciones quedarse en Francia?
Por un periodo de 6 meses, lo que la visa me permitía.
For a period of 6 months, which was what the visa permitted me.
Objection to what the visa permits.
She can talk about visa, but she had a resident card in France. I can give it to you.
Why are you quiet? You need to tell them to be quiet.
You need to listen to the court, and if there's an objection, you wait. You can't make a statement unless you have a question posed to you.
Mr. Gerval, this is the examination of Ms. Gonzalez. You are not to speak at all during this, okay?
Yeah.
Proceed, Ms. Ulrich.
When did you leave France in 2014?
Keep your voice up, please.
When you went to France in December 2014, when did you return back to the United States?
Cuando usted fue a Francia en diciembre de 2014, ¿cuánto fue que usted regresó una vez más a los Estados Unidos?
En agosto del 2014.
In August of 2014.
Sorry.
No, sorry. August 2015.
What was your purpose of returning to the United States?
¿Cuál era el
Objection.
propósito suyo para regresar a los Estados Unidos?
Objection.
I heard you. You don't have to say it twice. I'm going to let her finish speaking. What's your objection?
What her purpose is not a proper question.
What's improper about it?
The form of the question. There's no proof to show.
Who knows better her purpose than her? So why is that an improper question? Don't just object for the sake of objecting. The objection is overruled.
Can I continue?
You can.
Sí puede. Okay, thank you.
El propósito de yo regresar a los Estados Unidos era para terminar mi último semestre en la Universidad de King.
The purpose for me to return back to the United States was for me to finish the last semester at King University.
Your Honor, just for procedural purposes, how do you want me to handle the marking of exhibit?
I mean, how many exhibits do you have?
I believe I only intend to use about 4.
Okay, so you just have your client identify them and make sure your adversary has got it.
Ms. Gonzalez, I'm showing you a document that has been marked as respondent H.
Señora González, le tengo tantos documentos de clasificación marcada como respondiente H.
Do you recognize what this document is?
¿Usted reconoce qué es ese documento?
Okay.
Correct.
What is it?
¿Qué es?
And do I have copies of it?
Your Honor, when I was asking about marking them, that's what I was referring to. If you wanted me to walk back and forth or submit them all.
Oh, that's not complicated, Ms. Ulrich. I need all your, whatever documents you plan on using, bring them up now. I gotta see the documents. I'm not sure why you gotta ask that question. Not a procedure, that's what has to be done.
Which document are you looking right now?
Respondent H.
Quel est le document? Regardez, s'il vous plaît.
May I proceed, Your Honor? Okay. Este documento fue un documento que usted para pedirle a la embajada francesa.
The reason why I wrote this document, it was a document
para que me diera un permiso, una visa de un periodo de 6 meses para
for them to give me a permission, a visa for a period of 6 months to,
poder compartir el nacimiento de nuestra hija,
so that we could share the birth of our daughter.
pero a la misma vez
But at the same time,
yo solamente estaba requiriendo un periodo de 6 meses porque tenía que retornar a los Estados Unidos
I
a
was
terminar
only
mi semestre en la universidad.
I was only asking for a period of 6 months because I had to come back to the United States to finish my semester at the university.
Document evidence.
Exhibit H.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Any objections, Aaron?
No.
Right, please. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No objection. My apology.
All right, exhibit H will be in evidence.
When did you enroll back in school?
¿Cuándo es que usted volvió a matricularse en la escuela?
En septiembre de 2015.
September 2015.
When did you complete school?
¿Y cuándo fue que usted completó la escuela?
En mayo del 2016.
In May 2016.
Was there a reason that took longer than one semester?
¿Hubo alguna razón por la cual la escuela se demoró más que un semestre?
Por la razón de que yo no me di cuenta que tenía que tomar una clase que era un requisito.
Just for the reason that I didn't know that I had to take a prerequisite class.
When did you discover that?
¿Cuándo fue que usted
Objection.
estudió
I don't
eso?
see the relevance of the questions to this inquiry.
Overall,
Mientras estaba en la universidad, cuando estaba hablando con mi profesor,
While I was at the university speaking to my counselor.
Can you repeat? Sorry, I cannot understand what he's saying. Can the translator say what he's saying?
You can't answer if there's no question, mister.
I want the translation.
asking for the translation.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
What I said was, when I discovered that I needed that class, it was because my counselor and I were looking at the requirements that I needed.
Objection to what our counselor's looking at requirements, Your Honor. That's not.
He asked for an interpretation, Mr. ARENSTEIN. My goodness, can you just look? Can we do that much?
But I still don't have the translation.
Quand j'ai regardé avec mon assistant, on a réalisé qu'il fallait faire plusieurs courses. C'était pas terminé là.
Ouais, c'est quand elle a réalisé qu'il lui manquait encore du temps pour son semestre, quoi. Ok.
On a acheté more than one semester.
Proceed.
Heard the prior testimony that Mr. Jamal's position is that he allowed consent for you and the child to travel to the United States for one semester. Is that correct?
Usted escuchó el testimonio previo que el señor Gerval le dio permiso para que usted y su hija viajaran a los Estados Unidos por un semestre. ¿Es eso cierto? Correct.
What happened when you discovered you needed to take another semester?
¿Qué fue lo que sucedió cuando usted se dio cuenta que tenía que hacer otro semestre?
Desde que yo me di cuenta, yo me comuniqué con él, le dejé saber que mi clase iba a ser extendida porque tenía un
As soon as I found out, I communicated with him and I let him know that my classes were going to be extended because I had to take a required class.
fue lo que respondió. I don't remember.
Was he okay with you and Cecilia staying in the United States for the additional semester?
Él estuvo en que Cecilia se quedara en los Estados Unidos por un semestre más. Correct.
Were you working while you were taking classes as well?
Objection to the relevance of working allowance.
Overall.
Okay. Correct.
Where did you work?
¿Dónde trabajaba?
Trabajaba para la compañía FedEx Ground.
I worked for the FedEx Ground Company.
Can you describe your relationship with Mr. Duval when you lived in France, beginning December 2014?
¿Podría usted describir la relación suya con el señor Corval cuando usted vivió en Francia, empezando con diciembre de 2014? Of course.
Cuando yo llegué a Francia,
When I arrived to France,
todo estaba bien,
everything was fine.
estábamos contentos,
We were happy.
estábamos
We
juntos,
were together.
compartiendo,
We
teniendo la
were
solución,
sharing. I had all his attention.
pero a un punto las
But
cosas
then,
empezaron a cambiar.
at a point, things started to change.
Él tenía que trabajar todo el tiempo,
He had to work all the
yo
time.
tenía que pasar todo el tiempo sola en la casa.
I had to be home all the time, alone.
Yo no tenía amigos,
I
no tenía
didn't
mi
have
familia.
friends, I didn't have my family.
Él tiene una lesión por el vuelo, so cuando él llegaba a la casa,
May I ask for clarification? Él tiene cane. He has an addiction for gambling.
Objection. Objection.
So when he went home,
cuando llegaba
Objection,
a la
Your
casa,
Honor.
básicamente se iba
basically he would go
a la computadora, iba
to
a
the
todo
computer.
el tiempo lo pasaba ahí.
All the entire time he would be there.
Entonces no teníamos
So he
comunicación,
didn't have
no tenía
communication.
su atención.
I didn't have his attention.
Y
And
también
as-
otra cosa que
As
llegamos a un punto que
well,
teníamos
other
decisiones
things.
que
And then a point came that we would have arguments,
incluían cosas emocionales porque él lo quería estar íntimamente conmigo durante el
including
embarazo.
emotionally, because he did not want to be with me during the time that I was pregnant.
Íntimamente. Y
Intimately.
eso me hacía sentir con una autoestima baja.
And then that would make my self-esteem low.
También
And then I cannot say anything.
that changed after the baby was born. Did any of that change after the baby was born?
Algo de eso cambió después que la niña nació. No.
Who took care of the baby after she was born?
Después que la niña nació, ¿quién cuidó a la niña?
Yo no sé.
I would do it.
What would you do to take care of the baby?
With which money she was doing it?
Yo amasaba Cecilia, yo le
I
daba
would
baños a
breastfeed Cecilia. I would feed
yo
Cecilia.
cambiaba los diapers de Cecilia.
I would change Cecilia's diapers. I would wake up.
And who was buying the diapers?
I would be the only one that would wake up during the night to make sure that she was fine.
Did Mr. Duval change diapers for Cecilia?
El señor Jamal le cambiaba los diapers a Cecilia. No.
That's not true. I have photos of it. I should check.
Did Mr. Duval's family visit you after the baby was born?
Después que la niña nació, la familia del señor Jamal la visitaba. Correct?
About how frequently?
Como con qué frecuencia.
There is no sound anymore. I cannot hear anything. I don't know, but there is no sound. Yeah, the sound is back.
Between March of 2015 and August of 2015 in France, did you work?
Entre marzo del 2015 y agosto del 2015 en Francia, trabajo? No.
Did Mr. Duval work during that time?
Durante ese periodo, el señor Duval trabajaba.
March of 2015
Marzo
to August of 2015.
2015 hasta agosto de 2015.
Correct.
Correct.
Who took care of the baby while Mr. Duval was at work?
¿Quién cuidaba a la niña durante el tiempo que el señor Duval estaba en el trabajo? I would do it.
Would anyone help you?
¿Alguien te ayudaba? No.
Did Mr. Duval ever care for Cecilia alone during that time?
Durante ese periodo, el señor Duval alguna vez cuidaba a Cecilia solito? No.
When you came back to the United States in August of 2015,
Cuando usted regresó a los Estados Unidos en agosto,
how did your relationship with Mr. Duval progress?
¿cómo fue que su relación con el señor Duval progresó?
Cuando regresé todavía teníamos comunicaciones.
When I came back, we still communicated.
Algunas veces teníamos discusiones,
Sometimes we would have arguments,
pero todavía nosotros estábamos haciendo planes de estar juntos,
but we were still making plans to be together
de comprar un vuelo y de regresar a tener un lugar nuevo.
and to buy the flight and to go back and get a new place.
Did that change at any point in time?
Y eso cambió en algún punto momento.
No.
Of course. In April,
What happened?
¿qué pasó?
Con la experiencia que yo estuve estando con él,
With the experience that I had when I was with him,
yo tomé la decisión de que yo quería seguir teniendo la vida que yo tenía.
I made the decision that I did not want to continue to have the life that I had.
Yo tomé la decisión de que yo no quería volver a repetir
So
la
then
insanidad que yo vivía.
I made the decision that I did not want to repeat the insanity that I used to live
Y esperando diferentes resultados.
and waiting for different results.
Did you express that to Mr. Duval?
¿Usted expresó eso al señor Duval?
Bueno, muchas veces.
Of course, many times.
Yo no era feliz.
I wasn't happy.
Nosotros todo el tiempo discutíamos.
All the time we would argue.
Yo tenía que hacerlo todo con Cecilia. Yo vivía estresada porque yo
I
no tenía
had
su
to do
ayuda.
everything.
Yo no tenía su
I was
atención.
always stressed because I didn't have his help. I did not have his attention.
Is Cecilia a citizen of the United States?
Cecilia es ciudadana de los Estados Unidos.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as respondent C.
Le voy a mostrar lo que ha sido marcado como
Can you
respondiente.
tell me if you recognize that document?
¿Me podría decir si usted reconoce ese documento?
Correcto, la ciudadanía mexicana.
Correct. That's Cecilia's citizenship.
La ciudadanía americana.
The American citizenship.
Did you tell Mr. Duval that Cecilia obtained her American citizenship? Correcto.
Usted le dijo al señor Duval que Cecilia había obtenido su ciudadanía americana, correct?
Claro, con su consentimiento.
Of course, and with his consent.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as respondent I. Do you recognize this document?
Le voy a mostrar lo que ha sido marcado como respondiente. ¿Y usted reconoce este documento?
Correcto, ese es el documento del bautizo de Cecilia.
Correct. That this document is Cecilia's KRISTY.
And was Mr. Duval present for that event?
Y para este evento, el señor Duval estuvo presente.
Correcto, y también estuvo de acuerdo.
Correct, and he also agreed.
Your Honor, I would like to vote respondent C and respondent I in the evidence.
Okay.
Si usted se puede decir
I don't know the relevance of the church.
en qué iglesia se bautizó Cecilia y su esposo.
Your Honor, it's been established on the face of the pleadings that this is a situation in which this court is going to consider whether or not the child is well settled in this jurisdiction. It would be relevant to that determination to have additional evidence with respect to the circumstances here in the United States.
I would object.
All right. Your objection? Noted. Voted.
The point is to be, come on, the point is to judge an abduction. If my daughter is well settled, it's because of you, Mrs. Happy. She wasn't going to school when I started this case. Mrs. Happy, you are for something for if my daughter is well settled in USA. So, even if it's rigged or not, I don't know, but...
Are you still a member of that church?
Yes, correct.
I am going to show you what has been marked as respondent K.
Voy a mostrar lo que es marcado como respondiente K.
Can you tell me if you recognize that document?
Usted me podría decir si usted reconoce este documento.
Okay.
Correct.
Can you tell me what that is?
¿Me podría decir qué es eso?
Este es un documento que yo le defendí como prueba de que somos partícipes de la iglesia.
That is a document that they give you as like proof that we are participants of the church.
Objection.
Overall.
Can you tell me whose name is on that document?
¿Me podrías decir el nombre de quién está en ese documento?
Es mi nombre y el nombre de nuestra hija, Cecilia Gerard.
It's my name and the name of our daughter, Cecilia Gerard.
Objection, Your Honor. This is signed by the pastor. It's not anything signed or anything relevant to NER. This document is a statement from a church, but it's not relevant to this case.
Objection is noted. It's overruled.
Your Honor, at this time I refer to respondent K.
Over my objection, yes.
All right. Noted. Ms. Abney?
No objection.
All right. So the objection is noted. This is a letter simply outlining what in the church the objection is over. K will be enacted.
Is Cecilia enrolled in school?
Cecilia está matriculada en la escuela.
Okay.
Correct.
Where does she go to school?
¿Dónde estudió la escuela?
La escuela Ignacio Cruz University.
School.
Ignacio.
Ignacio Cruz. El first name we need to do. Ignacio.
Ignacio.
No, Ignacio. Ignacio. I-G-N-A-C-I-O.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as respondent L. Can you tell me if you recognize that document?
Le voy a mostrar lo que ha sido marcado como estudiante. ¿Me podría decir si usted reconoce ese documento?
Sí, correcto.
Yes, correct.
Es una verificación de que el estudiante está matriculado en la escuela.
It's a verification that the student is enrolled in the school.
What student?
¿Cuál estudiante?
Cecilia Gerard.
Cecilia Gerard.
Is there a date indicated on the document that she was enrolled?
Hay una fecha en el documento en la cual explica que sí estaba matriculada. Correct.
Cecilia fue matriculada en septiembre del 2018.
Cecilia was enrolled in September 2018.
Did you receive any records from
4 parts.
At this time, I would like to move respondent M's into evidence, as well as respondent L.
Any objection, Mr. Harris?
Yeah, I do. I object.
What's your objection?
I object to the relevance of this document.
Okay. Ms. Daphne, any objection?
No objection.
All right, Ellen and Aaron will be.
I don't know why we are talking about the school, because when I started the proceeding, my daughter was not even at school, so. And that's because of appeal of that.
That's correct. And it is female Dr. Hernandez.
And now, how often has
Y como que ya sería, si ya hemos consultado con esta autora.
desde que Cecilia entró al país?
Then Cecilia entered the country.
And what does she see the doctor for?
Y ella se consulta con la doctora porque
Visitas frecuentes
sí, frequent visits
de rutina y cuando se quiere que ella una
routine and when she needs a vaccine
or si está enferma.
or if she's sick.
I'm showing you what has been marked as respondent L. Do you recognize that document?
Le estoy mostrando lo que se ha marcado como o se reconoce ese documento.
Okay, so it's a medical Cecilia.
Correct. That's Cecilia's medical record.
From the doctor that you mentioned, Dr. Hernandez.
A través de la doctora que usted mencionó, la doctora Hernandez. Correct.
Your Honor, at this time I would like to respondent L into evidence.
Harris, any objection?
I just have a continuing objection to this line of question.
Oh, fair enough. Ms. Daphne, any objection? All right, call the evidence. You said 4 citizens, Lord, run number 7.
I only have one more, Your Honor. I
Right.
apologize. Are you involved with Cecilia's school at all?
Usted está involucrada con el proceso. All the activities,
So that's what that's about.
all the town conferences.
Can you explain what type of activities you're involved in?
¿Le podrías explicar qué tipo de actividades usted está involucrada?
Actividades,
Activities, for example, like Christmas,
cuando vienen a estudiar con los maestros de otro día.
when they have reading with the teachers and other kids.
Singing,
Sing
durante diciembre y también una presentación cultural.
during the month of December, also a cultural presentation.
I'm showing you what has been marked as respondent R.
Desde que nosotros lo que se llama trabajo,
Can you identify that document?
usted podría identificar ese documento. Of
Of
course,
Son las fotos de Cecilia en la iglesia.
those are Cecilia at church.
Esta es otra foto de yo y Cecilia participando en la escuela.
That's another photograph of Cecilia and I participating in school.
La maestra leía una historia.
The teacher was reading a story
En la otra estábamos haciendo una actividad juntas.
and you were doing activities together.
La otra era una parada que tenían una actividad de un país.
Because one was a parade, an activity, that was a parade, sorry.
La otra actividad tenía que ver con otra historia y ellos tenían que construir el dibujo de esa historia.
The other activity had to do with another story and they had to draw about the story.
Y el show que tuvieron el mes de diciembre, donde ella bailó.
And the show that they had in the month of December where he danced.
Your Honor, at this time I would like to respond with R into evidence.
Yeah, I have a continuing.
All right, you want that?
No objection.
All right. Are several cases heavily
Does anyone else attend activities at the school with you?
Además de las actividades en la escuela de entonces,
Mi novio y mi hermana.
my boyfriend and my
Objection. Whether a boyfriend attends school or, I don't see how that's relevant to this case at school with the child.
Do you recall when you told Mr. DeWalt that you did not want to return to France?
¿Usted se acuerda cuando se le había dicho al señor Corral que quería regresar a Francia?
Correcto.
Correct.
Varias veces,
Many times.
incluyendo en los documentos que ellos tienen como prueba.
Including the documents that he has as evidence.
También en el mes de abril yo le dejé saber a él que yo no quería regresar.
Also, in the month of April, I let him know that I did not want to go back.
So, cuando él vino a los Estados Unidos a visitarme, él vino sabiendo que yo no iba a
So
regresar.
then, when he came to the United States to visit me, he came already knowing that I did not.
Objection to what he knew. Thank you.
Why didn't you want to go back to France?
Porque usted no quería regresar a Francia.
Por muchas cosas.
For many
No teníamos una relación saludable.
because we did not have a healthy relationship.
No tenía su ayuda.
I didn't have his help.
Pasé mucho trabajo estando con él.
It was a lot of work for me while I was with him.
Porque yo llegué a un periodo que yo tenía que pedirle dinero a mi mamá para ya comprar mi propia especialidad.
It came a time that I had to ask my mother for money so that I would be able to buy my own necessities.
Objection.
There were tickets purchased in February of 2016 for a return to France. Is that accurate?
Hubo vuelos comprados en febrero del 2016 para devolverse a Francia. ¿Es eso exacto? Correct.
When is there a reason those tickets were not canceled?
¿Hay alguna razón por la cual esos vuelos fueron cancelados?
Before July.
Antes de julio.
La razón por que yo no lo cancelé antes de julio
The reason why I didn't cancel it before July was
porque yo compré los 3 pasajes juntos y yo pensaba que al cancelar, si yo cancelaba el de abril, si cancelaba los 2 míos, yo cancelaría el de él.
because I purchased the 3 flights together, and I thought that if I canceled
Objection.
mine,
She thought.
I would also cancel his.
Objection to what she thought.
Overruled.
Why was Mr. Duval coming to the United States in July?
Objection.
Porque era que se murió está viniendo a los Estados Unidos en
What
julio.
was her understanding why
Yes, I'll rephrase.
¿Cuál era su entendimiento? Porque era que venía.
Hello, welcome to the conferencing system. Please enter the conference number followed by the pound key. Please enter the security PIN for this conference now, followed by the pound key. I'll connect you to your conference now.
I think I can try to call him. Understand he was there. Here he is. Your Honor, he's here.
Yes, the communication had a problem.
I told them, come, see the daughter, and take part of Cecilia's baptism. And he accepted. How long did he watch? In William, for 2 weeks.
Has he to the United States since he was July 2016?
Desde julio de 2016. los Estados Unidos para ver a Cecilia. No.
Did you have any conversations with Mr. after April about your intention to stay in the United States?
One of las conversaciones que yo vi con el señor Duró acerca de sus intenciones de quedarse en los Estados Unidos.
Rebecca, actually, cuando él estuvo aquí,
Correct. Actually, when he was here,
nosotros tuvimos un acuerdo legal en la casa
he had a wrongful agreement, and the wrongful agreement had
que él iba a quedar a Cecilia conmigo sin ningún problema, ella se quedaba conmigo.
that he would leave Cecilia with me without any problem, that Cecilia would stay with me.
Pero a cambio, la enviaría a que lo visitara a Francia.
But in exchange, I will start to visit him in France.
Okay.
So your objection is noted and it is overruled.
I'd like to watch.
Why
I want to ask questions about this.
Between August 15th of 2015 and July 15th, 2015.
Entre el 15 de agosto de 2015 y el 15 de julio de 2015.
August 15th of 2015
Entre el 15 de agosto de 2015
and July 15th of 2016.
y el 15 de julio de 2016.
How many times did Mr. Gerval visit the United States?
¿Cuántas veces el señor Carval visitó los Estados Unidos? June 2016. July.
Between that visit and 2017,
Entre esta visita y julio del 2017.
is it your testimony that, let me ask it another way, after the baptism, is it your testimony that he did not visit the United States?
Después del bautismo, es el testimonio suyo que él no volvió a visitar los Estados Unidos.
In June of 2017, did you execute a document severing your civil partnership under French law?
En junio del 2017, desde buscó un documento acerca de la ley de Francia y su participación.
Objection to the relevance of that question, Your Honor. I don't understand what severing a civil union has to do with a Hague case.
Your objection is noted and overruled. Please proceed.
He's talking about the civil union.
Yes.
Sí. Could you repeat the question?
Yes.
Please?
In June of 2017,
En junio del 2017,
did you execute a document severing your civil union?
su unión civil. Correct.
At that time, were you asked to sign any document
En ese momento, pidieron que se firmara algunos documentos
with respect to whether your daughter would return to France?
respecto si la hija
It's
suya
an open-ended
va a
question that
regresar
can't be
a
answered.
Francia. Él se opone.
Objection, Your Honor.
No.
The question was she asked to sign a document? How could that not be answered? She just answered overruled.
No.
Just one moment, Your Honor.
Ask her when she arrived in New Jersey. When did she arrive in New Jersey?
And there's a distance of about 5 minutes for each one.
That's the fairness, the American fairness that I cannot say anything. I mean.
The entire time, and all the time, we do activities, especially on the weekend and after church. Yo no tengo más preguntas, señorita.
Alright. Mr. Harrison, just for the record, your client is not on your screen. The connection is there with your client via Skype.
He was there before, and he was there after we took a recess, so I don't know where he is now. But I have questions for Mrs. Gonzalez.
Are you back?
I'm here, but because I wanted to ask some question, but it seems like nobody is hearing me, so.
You're not representing anyone. All right. And Aaron, you can see, otherwise I'm going to move you from the table.
I apologize.
No worries.
Just requesting.
Just
a quick fact.
I'm sure Mr. Kelly can raise it. All right, we'll take about a minute. Mr. Bob,
All right.
But are people able to hear me? It doesn't seem like people can hear me. Yeah, my micro seems to be shut. That's very fair.
And we don't need your 2 cents. That's wrong. Sorry for screaming at you, but don't make remarks like that.
You got it. Interpreter?
Yes.
The other one.
Oh,
I know, I didn't know.
oh, okay. I said yes.
All right.
Do that. That's the only thing you were not going to get. Okay. All right. actually.
Yes.
So yeah,
take the child to the doctor in New Jersey?
¿Cuándo fue la primera vez que llevó a la niña al doctor general de aquí? Desde la primera vez que fue una necesidad de llevarle y que le explicaron la vacuna. Since the first time that it was a necessity for me to take her, I needed the vaccine.
No, when was the first time? Let's have the date.
No, ¿cuándo fue la primera vez? Dime por favor, a ver. I don't have a specific date, but
Cuando ya habíamos entrado en el país, alrededor de 2015.
but when we already entered the country around 2015.
Wasn't it over 2 years before you took the child to the doctor, ma'am?
No fue hasta después de casi después de 2 años que se llevó la criatura a la doctora, señora. False.
False. Well, when? How many years was it, ma'am?
Bueno, señora, entonces, ¿cuántos años fueron?
Yo llevé a mi hija a ver la doctora.
I saw
Una necesidad de cuando ella estaba aquí.
I took my daughter to see the doctor when it was a necessity when we were here.
I asked you for a date.
Yo le pregunté,
She has already said she does not know.
ella ya me dijo,
Well, let me show a document
bueno,
and
déjame
see if that refreshes your memory.
documento, déjame ver si eso refresca tu memoria.
Is it in 12/16/2017 that you first take the child to the doctor?
Did you repeat it again?
12/16/2017 that you first took the child to the doctor.
Yo no recuerdo exactamente ese mismo periodo, pero yo sé que yo llevaba a su hija desde que llegó aquí al país.
I don't remember exactly that it was that extensive period, but I do know that I stayed with the doctor since I arrived in this country.
That's not the question that's before you, ma'am. Isn't it over 2 years that you took the child, first took the child to the doctor?
Objection as to the answer.
Ella se opone, ya se lo preguntó, que yo lo contestó.
Well, what other doctor did you take the child to besides this doctor?
Bueno, ¿cuál otro doctor era llevaba a la niña aparte de esta doctora?
El primer doctor que ella visitó, no recuerdo su nombre, pero era en la misma clínica.
The first doctor that she visited, I do not remember his name, but it was at clinic.
Well, do you have any documents to show that you took the child to the doctor? What documents do you have? What documents do you have to show when you took the child to the doctor?
Que usted llevó la criatura al doctor. ¿Cuáles documentos usted tiene en la cual muestra que usted llevó a la criatura al doctor?
Sí, no está en el documento que ella tiene en sus manos, entonces yo tengo que proveerle otro documento que yo tengo en casa.
If it's not in the document that you have in your hand, then I will have to give you another document that I have at home.
You don't have any documents here to show when you took the child to the doctor.
Objection as to the answer. Entonces aquí para mostrar que usted llevó la criatura al doctor, ella se opone porque ya se lo preguntó y usted ya lo contestó.
Isn't it a fact that your child scored 60, not one E in 64 grades in school?
Una E es 74 notas en la escuela. Se opone a la forma.
Objection to form.
Answer the question, ma'am.
No, no. Ella está en kindergarten.
She doesn't have grades. She's in kindergarten.
They have marks. And they go E's. Did you get any E's in 64 grades in kindergarten?
Porque le dieron más en el jardín de infancia.
What does the E stand for?
E is a top grade. She didn't get a top grade.
She didn't get a top grade.
Did you get any P's, the lowest grade? 50 to 64 P's in kindergarten.
Objection. Are you asking if she got them in kindergarten?
The child.
Ellos no tienen grados, no hay una nota. Esto es solamente un reporte de cómo es el proceso.
They don't have grades. They don't get grades. This is just a report of how the child is progressing.
Okay, and the child's progress was basically not even an E grade, 50 to 64, and she got no E's and 50 to 64 P's. Is that correct?
Your Honor, in order to ask any other questions about this sort of what the relevant different grade levels are, there have to be a witness addressing the case of one. I think obviously stands for itself that there are explanatory.
We allow witnesses, non-witnesses, to put in documents on the other side. We're asking questions that the witness can answer and doesn't want to answer. So I asked the question and I'm asking for an answer.
She's already answered.
Well, she's not think she's answered.
Did you ask about E's and P's?
Now, what efforts did you make for your husband to see, with Mr. Javal, to be able to see or talk to his child while you had the child here?
The entire time.
What efforts did you make for your husband to talk and see and speak to his child when you had the child here in the United States?
Y hablar con su hija durante el tiempo que usted ha tenido la niña aquí en Estados Unidos. Correction, he's not my husband.
I didn't say husband.
Yo no dije
I withdrew that. Answer the question, please.
conteste la pregunta, por favor.
John, would you direct him to answer the question?
Todo el tiempo yo quería que ella tuviera comunicación con ella, que ella
The
llamara.
entire time I wanted her to communicate with her for them to speak. He was the one that would refuse to speak with her through Skype.
Objection.
What specifically did you do? Did you do anything specific?
¿Qué específicamente usted hizo? ¿Usted hizo algo en específico?
Claro, y cuando nosotros hablábamos, intercambiábamos textos, yo
Of
siempre
course,
decía
when we would speak, when we would interchange texts, I would always tell him
que hablara con Cecilia, que preguntara más por la niña, que
to
tratara de
speak with
llamarla.
Cecilia, to ask more about the girl, to try to call her.
That's not my question. What efforts did you make to have your civil union partner at the time have connection with your daughter? She hasn't answered.
She hasn't given an answer. You like this kind of thing. You asked the question several times. It's embarrassing. She believes that she did to facilitate.
And what efforts did you do with Miss Abby for Mr. Javal to be able to talk to his daughter and see his daughter?
I do not understand the question.
What efforts did you with the guardian to enable your husband, not your husband, to enable Mr. Javal to speak to his daughter?
Para hablar con la hija de él.
La misma razón por la que estamos aquí, tratar de llegar a un acuerdo.
The same reason why we're here, to try to have an agreement that
That's not my question. I asked what efforts did you make
Mi pregunta es,
with Miss Abby to have your husband, to have Mr. Javal have contact with his daughter?
She's trying to answer to let her finish her
Ella
answer.
está tratando de responder, si usted dejaría que ella respondiera.
Como dije, lo mismo
of you and him for you not to go to France? Did he agree that you and him shouldn't be in France?
Same.
Why did you sign the trial agreement? The trial agreement.
What's the date of the trial agreement?
There's two of them. Okay, there's one on August 13th, 2015, which is P6, and P7 is the travel letter. Why did you sign those agreements?
Primeramente, esos documentos cada uno tenían otro propósito.
First of all, those documents, each one had a different, another purpose.
Objection. That wasn't the question. I asked her why she signed it.
You're barking for whatever reason. Let her answer the question so we can have a clear record on this. All right? Just let her. If you ask the question, you can answer it to her. So why did you sign the document?
Está bien. ¿Por qué fue que se firmó los documentos?
Señoría, la razón por la que yo firmé esos documentos
Okay, Your Honor, the reason why I signed those documents
es porque Emmerich y yo recibíamos un dinero de seguro
because Emmerich and I used to receive some money from the insurance
por Estado para la niña.
or the state for the girl,
Y para mí entendido, él me pidió a mí que hiciera esa carta,
and to my understanding, okay, he taxed me for me to do those letters for a period
por un tiempo por el que está ahí en la carta,
for the period of time that's in the letter,
que le iba a dejar saber al seguro que nos daba dinero que Cecilia iba a salir del
he
país.
was going to have the insurance, the one that used to give us the money, know that Cecilia was leaving the country,
Y si tenían que contactarme en donde yo estaba viviendo,
and if they needed to contact me where I was living,
fuera de Francia.
outside of France.
What insurance company is this and when did you do this?
¿Qué compañía de seguro es esta y cuándo fue que usted hizo eso?
No estoy diciendo que una compañía de seguro,
I
estoy
am not
hablando
saying
de,
that it's an insurance company. I am talking about
no me acuerdo exactamente, pero es un dinero que recibe el niño cuando nace.
I
creo
don't
que es del
remember
Estado.
exactly, but it's a money that the child receives after the child is born, I believe, through the state.
Objection to what she believes, Your Honor. Move to strike.
Overruled.
Well, what proof do you have of that, man?
Bueno, señora, ¿qué prueba tienes acerca de eso?
La carta que yo firmé fue para el propósito de que él tenía que enviársela a donde me pedía.
The letters that I signed, of those, were for him to send it to where he needed to go.
Where are those letters?
¿Dónde están esas cartas? The ones that you have.
The travel agreement was for a period of time.
El acuerdo del viaje fue por un periodo de tiempo.
Now, you testified
Ahora yo testimonio.
on direct that you made a verbal agreement
Usted hizo
with
una
your husband not to come back. Can you tell me when you made it and where?
¿Podría decir cuándo fue que usted lo hizo y dónde? How do you say verbal agreement? No, it's Spanish.
Ok, el acuerdo verbal nosotros lo hicimos
The verbal agreement, we both did it
cuando estábamos en los Estados Unidos antes de irse en julio del 2016.
when we were in the United States before he left in July 2016.
And who was there and who witnessed this alleged agreement that you made?
¿Quién estuvo ahí y quién fue testigo a este supuesto acuerdo que ustedes hicieron?
Mi pareja en ese entonces, Rachel Van, yo y mi mamá, pero mi mamá no habla inglés.
My partner during that time, which is Emmerich Jerval, and myself and my mother. But my mother does not speak English.
Your mother does. What language does your mother mother speak?
¿Qué idioma habla su mamá? Spanish.
So did she understand what you and Emmerich made? Are you saying that your mother was present when you made this verbal agreement? And she understood it?
Ella entendió lo que usted y Emmerich hicieron, o sea, me está diciendo a mí que su mamá estuvo presente en lo que usted le había dicho a Emmerich en inglés y que ella entendió.
Mi mamá estuvo presente.
My mother was present because
Donde nosotros estábamos era entre la cocina y la
where
sala.
we were was in between the kitchen and the living room.
So why wasn't there a written agreement?
Entonces, ¿por qué no fue un acuerdo por escrito?
Why didn't you make a written agreement?
¿Por qué pues usted no hizo un acuerdo por escrito?
No lo pensé en un momento.
I didn't think about it at the time.
You didn't think about it? You didn't think it was important enough to have a written agreement about staying here? When your husband didn't want you to stay here?
Por escrito, o sea, por escrito, el hecho que usted se quedara aquí cuando el esposo suyo no quería que usted se quedase aquí.
Él estaba de acuerdo con mi
Tell him that he agreed with the agreement.
How do we know that he agreed? You have any document or anything to show that there was an agreement?
Estuvo de acuerdo, tienes algún documento, tienes algo para mostrar que sí hubo un acuerdo.
Nori says that there's no written document.
Ella ya me había dicho que no hay ningún documento por escrito. It's a verbal agreement.
Objection, move to strike that. That was not responsive to a question. When did you start dating your boyfriend?
Cuando usted empezó a salir con su novio,
Objection.
She testified to the boyfriend on the record.
You objected vehemently that it's not relevant whether her boyfriend went to school or not, so why are we talking?
Was your boyfriend involved in any of the medical treatment that your daughter got?
Objection.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Objection.
We're not talking about the boyfriend.
Vamos a hablar del novio.
Would you say that your daughter is doing well in school?
¿Diría usted que la hija suya anda bien en la escuela? Correct, perfect.
Perfect with P's and no E's?
Perfecto con E y no E se pone.
We did this.
Sí.
Ya,
Yes, and answer.
esto porque entendí.
So you have no written document where your husband consented
Usted no tiene
for you
ningún
to
documento.
remain in the United States. Is that correct?
Esposo suyo dio consentimiento para usted quedarse en los Estados Unidos.
Name's yours and he does not.
So you have none. Okay.
Ya había dicho que se
At least we got an answer. She doesn't have it.
We handled it already. Any greater, forward?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
And so, do you have any other questions?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Ms. Abby, all right, so, with that being said, I have all the documentation. I will take it under advisement. I will issue a written decision as it relates to the other meeting. All right, is there any further, Ms. Abby?
I have no further questions.
All right, and all of Ms. Abby, you guys are good?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. All or,
Excusez-moi, pour la traduction, j'ai pas compris quand la décision va être rendue.
And I don't need any further submissions from council. I have all that I need. And I will be there. Mr. Gurmal, that will conclude today's hearing. I will issue a written decision.
Sorry, I cannot understand anything of what he's saying because the translator, the Spanish translator, is speaking at the same time, so I cannot understand anything.
Okay, well, let me just say this. You just be quiet. We are going to adjourn the hearing today, and I will issue a written decision on today's hearing.
Can the French translator say something because I don't understand? It's too far the voice.
Aujourd'hui, je vais remettre l'audience et je vais écrire une opinion, une décision et je vous revenir. Pas aujourd'hui.
Elle va écrire une décision et
Pas aujourd'hui.
quand?
Today, why not?
No, but I ask when. Not today, I ask when.
When will I issue a decision?
Yeah, I would like to know when when there will be a decision because it has been a long time that I didn't see my daughter and it's not fair.
I'll issue a decision when I have time to issue it. I can't tell you when that will be. It'll be short.
Okay.
All right, any further?
No, thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you all. Have a great day. All right, we're going to have to connect with you.
All right.
There is no sound anymore. I don't know why, but the sound went off.